Hi ho, way everybody. Happy Thursday. What's up? How is it manifested? What's up, Misha? What's up, anime? I got access to GPT-4, so we're gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on my usage, so I don't. Yeah, GPT-4 time. Let's see how cool it is. And hopefully it does not bankrupt me. I'm keeping a close eye. I've pumped up the cost of submitting prompts, and I might be raising it to extravagant levels just to keep a cooldown on it. I'm keeping an eye on it. So get them in right now. It's taken a really long time to generate, so I wonder if I might cool the brakes on it. So it looks like it's going. I might have I forgot to put token limits on, so it's just kind of just going for it. Some of these are pretty lengthy, but I'm learning already the GPT-4 headaches here. So it's frozen on anime's prompt. Oh, anime just submitted. So thank you, happy times. Okay, I already gotta freeze it because it's stuck at. I will keep all these prompts and resubmit them. It adds up if you're doing a lot. Yeah, it was like 2 cents a prompt. Oh, okay. It just finished generating one. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. One's in the queue. Oh, okay.
Goopsea has summoned a 100-feet demon made of lasagna that is rampaging through town. Mwahaha. Behold, my
It's a lot
glorious
more,
creation.
Misha.
The lasagna demon shall wreak havoc upon this town. No one is safe from its cheesy, saucy destruction. Embrace the delicious chaos. Mwahaha. Behold, my glorious creation.
Let's see here.
The lasagna demon shall wreak havoc upon this town. No one is safe from its cheesy, saucy destruction. Embrace the delicious chaos.
Goopsea, seriously? A lasagna demon? That's just ridiculous. I thought we were discussing the environmental impact of plastic waste on our oceans.
I'll pause it for a second. GPT 3.5 is a fifth of a cent, a fifth of 1 penny. GPT-4 is 3 cents for the same amount of tokens. So anyway, expensive.
Oh, Jack, always so serious. Can't you see the beauty in my lasagna monstrosity? It's a work of art. Besides,
I don't know,
it's not
Misha.
like your precious environment is going to matter once everything is covered in pasta and sauce.
You're completely missing the point. Our world is suffering because of our careless actions, and instead of trying to help, you're creating a giant mess with this lasagna demon.
It's pretty good,
Honestly, I can't even believe we're having this conversation.
Jack. You need to learn to relax and enjoy the little things in life, like the terrified screams of townspeople fleeing from a lasagna beast. Plus,
I
think
make
of all the free
negative money
food
from
for
the
those
stream. I put more into it
who
than
dare
I
to take a
get,
bite.
Misha.
This isn't about enjoying life, Goopsea. It's about taking responsibility for our actions
That makes
and
me wonder
working
how
towards a
nothing forever
sustainable
keeps up.
future.
You know what?
By summoning a 100-feet lasagna demon, you're only making the problem
Yeah.
worse.
Fine, Jack. I'll dispel the lasagna demon, but only because you're
I'm sorry. I'm just, yeah, I wonder if nothing forever like generates some and then pads the rest with I don't know, or maybe they got a yeah they definitely got they're popular enough where but I don't know yeah so they probably make enough yeah I would hope so anyway. But yeah, I guess they don't they don't tell you which ones are made with GPT-4 and which ones are made with GPT-3. So I wonder if they pad the queue with. Who knows? Who knows? But they probably make enough where it's fine for them. It's full time 24/7. Yeah, that's true. But also, they generate episodes, and it's not based on user stuff, so it's not super interactive. So they might like bank a bunch up, which still would cost a lot. And then I don't know. Who knows? We could probably ask them. Athene probably makes enough too. Who knows? Yeah.
Such a party pooper.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the original topic then.
Those
How
ad
can we
dollars
reduce
count up.
plastic waste in our oceans?
Thank you, Goopsea. There are many ways we can work together to combat plastic waste, such as reducing our use of single-use plastics, recycling properly, and
How did this become
participating in
about
beach cleanups.
recycling? This was about a lasagna demon.
I suppose I could use my powers for good and summon creatures to help clean up
Now
the
it's
oceans.
Captain Planet. What the heck?
But I can't promise I won't summon another lasagna demon in the future. For fun, of course.
Come on, Goopsea, you can't do
As
it.
long as it's not causing harm to the environment or people, I guess I can let it slide. But let's focus on making a positive impact first. Deal?
Deal. Now, let's get to work on saving our oceans.
All right.
Alright, Goopsea. Here's a plan. We can start by raising awareness about the dangers of plastic pollution in our community. Maybe you can use your powers to create some attention-grabbing visuals or demonstrations?
I like where you're going with this. How about I create a giant sea creature made of plastic waste?
No, stop
It'll
creating
show
giant
people
demons,
just how
okay?
much damage their littering can do to marine life.
Stop with the PSA,
That's actually
exactly.
a great idea. It's
Come
both
on, Goopsea.
educational and visually striking. We could also organize a beach cleanup event and invite local schools and organizations to join. That way, we can get even more people involved in our cause.
Sounds like a plan. I can summon a few sea creatures to assist with the cleanup as well. They can help reach areas that are difficult for humans to access.
Perfect. And while we're at it, let's partner with local businesses to encourage them to reduce their plastic usage. We can promote alternatives like paper straws or reusable containers.
I can use my powers to put on a little show for them, demonstrating the benefits of switching to eco-friendly products. Who wouldn't be convinced by a magical performance?
A lot of people.
That's a fantastic idea, Goopsea. Together, we can make a real difference in our community and help save our oceans. And who knows, maybe we can even inspire other towns to follow suit.
You know what, Jack?
Wow,
I never thought
GPT-4
I'd
takes
say
a lot
this,
longer
but
to
I'm
generate.
actually looking forward to working together on this project. Let's show everyone
It's
that
just
even a
generating the
lasagna
fifth
demon
episode
summoning
right
magical
now.
creature like me can care about the environment.
Absolutely, Goopsea. Let's get started and make a positive impact on our world. And if you ever feel the urge to summon another lasagna demon, just make sure it's for a good cause, like feeding the hungry.
Interesting.
Deal. Let's get to work and save our oceans, one plastic-free beach at a time.
I guess it still keeps up. It can keep up with the episodes playing. And wow, I also didn't expect it to generate such a long episode. I really should put token limits on these.
The city of Kenneber's burns, split in half by the demon lord Descari. It's up to Goopsea, Jack, and whoever else they can find to save the city. We can't just stand here and watch the city burn. We need to find others willing to fight and save Kenneber's.
This episode
You're
probably
right,
took up to
Goopsea.
$10.
Let's start searching for any survivors and form a resistance against Descari's forces.
Those
As Goopsea and Jack's
those 5 prompts generated 13 cents, which is more than anything I've. So yeah, I definitely need to put a governor on this. But hey,
start
anyway.
navigating through the chaotic streets of the burning city, they come across a group of survivors huddled together.
Hey, are you all okay?
I'm actually going
We're
to do that
trying
right
to
now.
gather a group to fight back against Deskari and save the city.
Q is paused, and
Survivor 1. We're alive, but we don't know how much help we'll be. Most of us aren't fighters.
I'm going to live code here while
Even if you
these are
can't
playing.
fight, we'll need people to help with other tasks like healing and supplies.
Money's no object for
We
him.
can't defeat Deskari's forces by
I wish.
ourselves. The group decides to join Goopsea and Jack in their efforts to save the city. Together, they search for more survivors and make their way towards the central square, where they encounter a demon lieutenant commanding a group of lesser demons. Demon Lieutenant, foolish mortals, you think you can stand against the might of Deskari?
Oh, hell yeah. These are good ones.
We won't let you destroy our city without a fight. Everyone, prepare yourselves. A fierce battle ensues, with Goopsea, Jack, and the survivors fighting bravely against the demon forces. With determination and teamwork, they manage to defeat the demons and push forward. As they continue their mission to save Kennebers, Goopsea, Jack, and the survivors rally more citizens to their cause.
Okay.
They establish a base of operations, train new fighters, and gather vital resources.
The new narrator is his great addition. Thank you,
Slowly
Happy
but
Times.
surely,
Yeah.
they begin to turn the tide against Deskari's forces. The people of Kennebers, united by their shared struggle, become a formidable force that the demons cannot easily overcome. Together, they devise a plan to confront Deskari himself and save their city once and for all. Goopsea, Jack, and their allies infiltrate the Demon Lord's stronghold, facing countless challenges and powerful opponents along the way. Finally, they
that's
reach
gonna be interesting
Deskari's
how it's
throne room,
manifested.
where the
Yeah.
Demon Lord awaits them with a sinister grin.
I must admit I'm impressed by your tenacity. But it won't be enough to save your city or your pathetic lives.
I have token limits set, so now it might
Your reign of
end
terror
in
ends
the middle
now.
of a sentence,
Deskari
but I mean,
will defeat you and restore Kennebers
I
to
don't
its
know, yeah.
former glory.
I'm stuck between
With their hearts full of courage and determination, Goopsea, Jack, and their allies
We'll test
engage
it
in a
out and see how
fierce
it works.
battle against Deskari. The clash is long and brutal, but in the end,
With
the
chat
heroes emerge
completions,
victorious.
You can't set
The defeat
stop
of
tokens,
Deskari
though. Or
marks
maybe
the
you
beginning
can.
of a new
I
era for
gotta
Kennebers. The city is slowly rebuilt, and the people, once divided by fear and despair, come together to forge a brighter future.
Yeah, GPT-4 boost, I guess.
Goopsea, Jack,
13,
and their
hey.
allies become
I'll take it.
celebrated heroes, their deeds forever remembered in the annals of Kennebra's history. Their tale serves as a powerful reminder
Q
that
is
even in the
re-enabled.
darkest times, hope and unity can triumph over evil. As
I'll
the
pause
city of
it after a little
Kennebers
while.
begins to rebuild itself, Goopsea and Jack find
I'll pause it after another
themselves
5.
reminiscing about how their journey began. They come across the spot where they first decided to gather a group to fight back against Deskari and save the city. You know, it's hard to believe that it all started here. We've come a long way since then.
Yeah, we have. But I can't help but think about our original disagreement. I still feel that we should have focused more on finding fighters rather than gathering people with different skills.
Jack, we've been over this. It was important to have a diverse group of people to help us in various ways.
Yeah, Misha, you were
Without
one of
the
the early
healers
ones.
and suppliers, we might not have made it as far as we did.
I understand that, but I still think we could have prioritized recruiting skilled fighters.
You and Anime have been here for
It would have made our battles
long
against
time.
Deskari's forces much easier.
Easier, maybe, but not necessarily more successful. Remember that time when our supplies were running low, and it was the resourceful survivors who managed to find food and medicine for the group? Without them, we wouldn't have been able to continue fighting.
I'm not saying that those people weren't important. I just feel like we could have done better if we had more fighters from the start. As Goopsea and Jack continue to argue, they fail to notice a group of survivors approaching them. One
Uh-oh.
of the survivors, a young woman named Alina, interrupts their conversation.
Goopsea Fallout edition here.
Excuse me, Goopsea and Jack. I couldn't help but overhear your argument. I just wanted to say that, as someone who isn't a fighter, I'm grateful for the opportunity you gave us to contribute to the cause. Another survivor, an older man named Tomas, chimes in.
I second that. I may not have been able to fight on the front lines, but I was able to use my knowledge of the city's layout to help plan our strategies. And it wasn't just me, many of us found ways to contribute despite not being fighters.
See, Jack. Everyone played a vital role in this victory, not just the fighters. Jack, taking a moment to consider
Have you been
their
doing
words,
AI since
finally
2020?
relents.
I have, yeah. Mhm.
All right, I see your point. We wouldn't have been successful without everyone's contributions.
We started
just
streaming
glad we were
when
able to
AI
save the
Dungeon
city
was
in
just
the
a
end.
collab notebook thing.
Me too, Jack. And now, with the city rebuilding and our newfound unity, I believe Kennebers will become even stronger than before.
We have a shit ton of stuff on our YouTube.
With their disagreement resolved,
That's like a good time
Goopsea,
capsule
Jack,
of
and the survivors
how AI.
continue working
generating
together
stuff
to
has
restore
come
Kennebers
along.
to its former glory, knowing that their collective efforts made their victory possible.
And then we switched to
As the
Novel
days
AI.
pass and the
We did
rebuilding
that
of
for a while.
Kennebers continues, Goopsea
And then Cobalt AI.
and Jack often find themselves
We switched to
reflecting
that.
on their previous argument. They both realize that there is some truth in what the other has said and decide to discuss their differences further to come to a resolution. Jack, I've been thinking about our disagreement, and I must admit that you have a point. Perhaps if we had focused more on finding
Yeah, 3
skilled
years.
fighters initially,
Just-
we could have
just
made
over 3
quicker
years
progress
now.
against Deskari's forces.
I appreciate you saying that, Goopsea.
AI
But I
Dungeon's
also
still
see
around.
the
I think
value in
so.
having a diverse
Hey, what's
group
up,
of
Spike
people
Beamer?
with different skills. Without them, we would have struggled in many other aspects of our fight. Against Deskari.
So, how about this? If we ever find ourselves in a similar situation in the future, we can prioritize finding skilled fighters first, but also make sure
Coming
to
in with
recruit
more
people
spicy
with other
prompts.
valuable
Hey.
skills as,
It's bound to happen.
well,
That sounds like a
It still
fair
has to
compromise.
pass a mod
We
check.
can
I'll just
focus
say
on
that.
building a strong fighting force while ensuring we have the necessary support from healers, planners, and
I
suppliers.
don't think so, Misha. I mean, maybe to test with, but I think it's so
Agreed.
expensive that
this way,
It'll,
we'll be better prepared for any challenges
weed
that
out
come
a
our
lot of
way.
people.
And hopefully, by working together and acknowledging each other's perspectives, we'll be even more successful in future endeavors. With the differences resolved, Goopsea
Wow,
and Jack
these are
continue
really
to
long.
work side
This is only like the second
by
episode.
side in the rebuilding
Yeah.
of Kennebrace.
Will it get
Their
cheaper?
new understanding and
it's
mutual
bound to.
respect for each other's opinions strengthen not only their friendship but also their leadership in the community. As the city heals and grows, so does the bond between Goopsea, Jack, and the people of Kennebrace. Together,
Yeah,
they
talk to
forge a brighter
Transformer.
future,
Wow.
ready to face any challenges that may come their way.
The costs were 10x what they are now. Yeah. It's the new hotness, though. So yeah,
Gee.
things are just going to
Ouch,
rapidly
I
explode.
stepped on some glass. I want my mommy.
Oops.
Your mommy is at work right now, but I'll cut your foot off.
Jesus, what the?
Oh no, that sounds painful. Let's not cut your foot off. Instead, let's carefully remove the glass and clean the wound. Then we can put a band-aid on it to help it heal. Your mommy will be so proud of how brave you are.
Jack's actually Dr. House.
Jack, I really don't think cutting off the foot is a good idea. It's just a small piece of glass, and we can easily remove it.
Yeah, that's the sensible thing.
Well,
sensible thing.
Goopsea, I was only joking about cutting off the foot. But seriously, we should take care of this quickly before it gets worse.
I agree that we need to act fast, but let's be rational here. The best course of action is to remove the glass carefully,
Yeah, I agree.
disinfect the wound, and apply a bandage.
I remember when new models came out that were like couldn't run on consumer
Fine,
hardware.
you're right.
But,
I guess
I mean, now
was
they
just
can,
trying to
but-
lighten the mood. But all jokes aside, we should definitely
bigger's
help
not
our
always
friend
better.
here.
I'm glad we're
It's-
on the same page.
It's definitely more
Jack.
impressive, though. I mean,
Let's grab some tweezers, antiseptic, and a band-aid so we can take care of this properly.
cutting off his foot. It's
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know.
Goopsea. Let's get to it.
If you have an
All right,
infection,
Jack,
you have to
we
lose
have
the
the
foot.
tweezers,
I mean,
antiseptic,
it sounds like
and a
it just
band-aid.
happened.
Let's work together to make this situation better.
You're right, Goopsea. Teamwork is the key here. How about you hold the foot steady while I carefully remove the glass with the tweezers?
All right.
That sounds like a good plan, Jack. Once you've removed the
This is such
glass,
a
I'll
ridiculous-
clean the wound with the antiseptic and apply the band-aid.
Great.
They're
Let's
bonding
be
over this
gentle and make
horrific
sure our friend here
medical
feels as
accident.
comfortable as possible throughout the process. As Jack carefully removes the glass from the foot, Goopsea makes sure to hold it steady and comfort their friend.
That's what they did
Once
in
the
medieval
glass
times.
is out,
Yeah.
Goopsea cleans the wound with antiseptic and applies the Band-Aid.
There we go. All done. The wound should heal nicely now that the glass is out and it's been properly cleaned.
Good job, Goopsea. And kudos to our friend for being so brave during the whole process. Remember to take it easy and keep the wound clean as it heals.
When Spike Bieber's prompt plays, it'll play with the new token
definitely.
limit. So
And if you ever have any concerns
they'll
or
be
need
shorter.
help, don't hesitate
It generated
to reach
much
out
faster.
to us.
So
We're always here for you.
Absolutely. We're a great team,
we
and
just gotta
we'll
let these
always be
long
there
boys
to
play
support
out.
you through the ups
How
and
much
downs.
shorter? It was. It's
Now
closer to
let's
what
get you
normally
off your
it
feet
was.
for a little while and relax.
So like, oh my god, these episodes must be like 10 minutes long. Normal episodes are like 2 to 3 minutes. But we're getting some long. Yeah, here we go. Yeah,
They
we're
now
getting
make toys of Jason
arc
from AiPD that can
stories here.
talk. When you press the button on the toy, the Jason toy will break into an angry rant about birthdays, breadsticks, and Alf.
These are short films now. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Submitted Goopsea to some
I can't
film
believe they
festivals.
turned Jason into a toy.
I feel like I
I
could
can
win some
imagine
awards.
kids pressing the button and just cracking up
Or a
while listening
randomly
to him
generated
rant about
episode.
such random topics. It must be quite entertaining for both kids and adults alike.
Home
I wonder
movies,
what
yeah.
other AiPD characters have been
I got
turned
the
into
squiggle
talking
vision.
toys. Well, I don't find it that amusing. I think toys should be more educational and help kids develop their skills instead of promoting angry rants.
Oh, come on, Goopsea. It's all in good fun. Besides, the randomness of the topics can actually spark interesting
Wouldn't we be
conversations
credited
between
as
kids and their
co-writers? Yeah.
parents.
I give you credit
It's
right
not
at the
like
top
the
of the
toy is
episode.
promoting anything harmful.
You and the model are
But
giving
still,
credit. I have done
wouldn't it
nothing
be better
other
if
than
the
give
toy
you
talked about science,
a soapbox,
history,
a Goopsea
or something more
soapbox.
meaningful? I just don't see the point of a toy that
Still
complains
waiting
about
on that
birthdays,
McGurk
breadsticks,
voice
and Alf
back.
of all
Where's your award?
things.
Huh?
You're missing the
Hasn't been
point,
submitted yet.
Goopsea. Not everything needs to be educational.
You get a
Sometimes
participation
it's
badge.
just about having a laugh and enjoying a moment of silliness. Plus, who knows, maybe some kids will get curious about Alf and learn about the history of television shows in the process?
I guess you have a point there, Jack. It's just that I feel there are so many better options for toys that encourage learning and development.
And I agree with you, but there's room for both types of toys.
Holy shit, we're already at 40
Kids
cents.
need to have fun, too, and sometimes a little bit of nonsense can lead to creative thinking and new ideas. So let's just appreciate the humor in the Jason toy and leave it at that.
All right, Jack. I'll try to see the fun side of it. But I still think they could have chosen better topics for the rants. You know what, Jack? Maybe we can find a middle ground here. What if we suggest some topics for the next version of the Jason toy that are both entertaining and educational?
Goopsea is real environmental friendly and
That's
educational
actually
today.
a great
yeah.
idea, Goopsea. We can keep the fun
It's
aspect
very
of the
wholesome
toy
by
while
default,
also
yeah.
adding a bit of value to it.
It's so unusual to
What
see
topics do you have in mind?
compared to the depravity of the models we
How
normally
about
use.
rants on historical events but with a comedic twist?
Does the
Or maybe
Jason
funny
toy
stories
vibrate?
from the world of science.
Oh boy.
That way, kids can learn something new while still being entertained.
I like that. And maybe we can incorporate rants about popular myths or misconceptions, so kids can learn the truth behind them in a fun way. This would encourage critical thinking too.
Exactly. Now that's a toy I could get behind. It's the perfect balance between humor and education, and it stays true to the spirit of the original Jason toy.
I couldn't agree more, Goopsea. Let's pitch this idea to the toy company and see if they're interested in creating a new version of the Jason toy that includes these elements. We might just
I need to go back through the bod
revolutionize
and
the
see
talking
how
toy
long
industry.
these actually are when I don't have a token limit set.
Sounds like a plan, Jack.
This
Here's to making
feels
toys that
very
are both
long.
fun and educational. Cheers.
Cheers, Goopsea.
Very nice spike beaver. I'd buy one.
Jack, want to burn some money with our word-generated prompts?
Mm-hmm. I think they're
Sure,
around 5 minutes long.
Goopsea.
Thank you, Anime.
That sounds like a fun and creative way to pass the time. Let's see what kind of wild ideas we can come up with.
Oh, interesting. Just like saying, I want
I
a
don't
brief story.
understand
How
why
does
you
it
think it's a
manifest
good
it?
idea to burn money with these prompts, Jack. It seems like such a waste.
Well, Goopsea, I
I-
didn't mean we should
I will have
literally
to try
burn
that.
money. I meant that we
Yeah.
could spend some time
Sometimes
and
it
have fun
listens, sometimes it
generating
doesn't.
new ideas with the word prompts.
That's worth a try, though, because
It's
these
just
are...
a figure of speech.
This is pretty silly.
Oh, I see. But still, shouldn't we be doing something more productive with our time?
The next episode has token
There are
limits,
so many other
I
things
want to
we
see
could
if it
be
cuts
doing
off in the middle of
instead.
a sentence. Or
You're right, there are plenty of other things we could do. But sometimes it's nice to take a break from the daily grind and just have a bit of fun. Plus, who knows what kind of interesting stories or ideas we might come up with?
I suppose that's true, but I still think there are better ways to spend our time. We could be helping others or working on personal projects.
I totally understand where you're coming from, Goopsea. But remember, it's important to find balance in life. We can't always be working or constantly focused on being productive. Sometimes, we need to let our minds wander and explore new ideas for the sake of creativity and enjoyment.
yeah, you can't grind forever.
Fine, Jack. I'll give it a try. But if this ends up being a complete waste of time, I'm going to hold you responsible.
If Goopsea doesn't become famous, it's Jack's fault for saying that
Deal,
he had to take a
Goopsea.
break.
Let's see what kind of crazy and imaginative ideas we can create with these word-generated prompts.
Still in beta.
All right, Goopsea,
I
let's
just got.
find some middle ground
I was on the
here.
wait list, and they
How about we generate
gave
a
me
few
the thumbs
prompts
up.
and see if any of them inspire us to create something helpful or productive?
Surprisingly, I'm very surprised they gave me a.
That sounds
maybe
like a
they're just
reasonable
randomly doling them
compromise,
out.
Jack. Let's give it a shot.
Great. Here's the first prompt. A device that turns food waste into energy.
Hey, like Back to the
That's
Future.
actually a pretty interesting idea.
I wonder
We
how
could
the wait list
brainstorm
works.
ways to make this device more efficient and accessible to households, which would help reduce food waste
They seem
and
to give it out
contribute
to
to a
anyone
greener
doing something interesting. Yeah.
environment.
I agree, Goopsea. It's a perfect example of how these prompts can lead to productive ideas. Let's try another one. A social network
I don't
that
think so.
connects
I don't think
people
anybody
with
at
common goals and interests for
OpenAI knows who I am, but
collaboration.
Oh, that could be useful too. It would be a platform where people could find others to work on projects, share skills, and achieve common objectives together. This could help bring people closer and create more opportunities for growth and learning.
Exactly, Goopsea. So what do you think now? Can we agree that using word-generated prompts can lead to both fun and potentially productive ideas?
You've made your point, Jack. I'm willing to admit that we can find a balance between having fun and being productive with these prompts.
interesting. Yeah.
Let's
I think
continue
having
exploring them
something
and see
that's
what
live,
other
yeah,
interesting
definitely helps.
ideas we can come up with.
Sounds like a plan, Goopsea. Let's keep the creativity flowing and enjoy the process. Who knows, we might just stumble upon something truly groundbreaking.
Okay. All right, here's the shorter episodes.
Goopsea, I just found out I have AIDS.
Testing the filters.
Oh, Jack, I'm so
Good
sorry to
beta
hear
testing, Spike Memer.
that. This must be really difficult for you.
Get ready for the
Please know
saddest
that I'm
Goopsea
here
ever.
to support you and help you through this challenging time. Let's focus on getting you the best possible care and treatment.
Goopsea, I just can't believe this is happening to me.
Goopsie's
It's so
Philadelphia.
unfair.
I understand that you're upset, Jack. But remember, having AIDS doesn't mean your life is over. There are treatments available, and many people live with the virus for years.
Yeah, look at magic.
That's easy for you to say. You don't have AIDS.
Ugh.
My whole life is going to change because of this.
I know it's a big adjustment, but try to stay positive.
Tom Hanks is
Just
Goopsea.
because your life is changing doesn't mean it's all bad. You might find strength and resilience you never knew you had.
Wow, this is
It's
inspirational.
not just about me, though. What about my relationships?
I understand your concern about your relationships.
Oh, they're
Jack. It's
exponentially more
important to
nice.
be honest with your partners and let them know about your diagnosis. With proper communication and understanding,
It's
many
unsettlingly nice.
relationships can still thrive despite the challenges that come with AIDS.
We need to change
I guess you're right.
that.
I need to focus on taking care of myself and
It's a
properly
nice change of
managing my
pace.
health. But what if people treat me differently because of this?
Unfortunately, there is still some stigma surrounding AIDS, but it's important to surround yourself with supportive people who care about you. If someone treats you differently because of your diagnosis, they don't deserve your time and energy.
Yeah, it feels like different characters 100%
That's true.
does.
I'm going to focus
not
on
meant
staying
to like each
positive
other.
and taking care of.
Okay. I didn't notice too much of a cutoff. They seem to like go.
AiPD
a
has
full
such a
arc.
great cast of compelling characters.
Maybe we just got lucky for
Who
the
are
first
your
episode.
favorite
Or
AiPD
maybe I wasn't
characters?
paying close enough attention.
I really like Detective Cross and Officer Casey. They bring a great dynamic to the team,
Who
and
the
their
fuck is
interactions
Cross
with each
and
other
Casey?
are always interesting.
Really? I think Detective Cross is too serious sometimes. My favorites are Detective O'Malley and forensic specialist Dr. Kim. They bring a sense of humor to the show, which
Let us test
balances
the
out the
arguments.
tense
Hell yeah.
moments.
Let's do it.
I get what you're saying, but I think Detective Cross's seriousness is what makes him such a strong character. He's like the glue that holds everyone together. And Officer Casey's loyalty to him adds depth to their relationship.
Yeah, but without characters like Detective O'Malley and Dr. Kim, the show would be
There
too
you go,
heavy.
Misha.
Their wit and banter give the audience a break from all the intensity. It's important
Hey,
to
what's
have
up,
a mix
Slim?
of personalities
Oh,
on
I
a
like
show
that
like
prompt.
A.
Yeah. Slim, we're
You
using
know what,
GPT-4.
Jack?
So
Maybe we're both right.
get ready.
The show needs a balance of serious and lighthearted characters
State-of-the-art
to make it
stupidity.
enjoyable for everyone.
I agree, Goopsea. It's the combination of all these unique characters that makes AiPD so great. They each bring something different to the table, and their interactions with one another keep the show engaging and entertaining.
So, let's just agree that AiPD has an amazing ensemble of characters who all contribute to its success.
Absolutely. It's the variety and depth of these characters that keep us hooked on the show.
Okay, it kind of like trails off, so it doesn't come to a complete resolution that I had unlimited tokens, but it's way shorter, so token limit's gonna stay in.
Why is Elf so sexy? Like all men and women love him.
Oh boy. Hey, what's up, Federico?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. He doesn't have any bad attributes other than eating cats.
Yeah, that's true. I think people find Alf attractive because he's funny, charming, and has a unique personality.
No one finds him
Plus,
attractive.
his alien looks make him stand out and seem exotic.
I mean, I guess somebody
And
has
as
to.
you
but-
said, his only major flaw is eating cats.
Yep.
But that can be seen as a quirky trait rather than a deal breaker for some people. Overall, Alf's combination of humor, charm, and uniqueness makes him appealing to both men and women.
Oh, and women. Okay.
I don't know, Jack. I still think it's weird to find Alf sexy.
Yes.
He's an alien, after all.
Yes.
And come on, eating cats.
Come on.
That's not just a quirky trait.
No, that's
It's downright disturbing.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
Well,
I'm on Goopsie's side for
Goopsea,
this one.
attraction is subjective. Just because you don't find Alf sexy doesn't
This
mean
is
others
a
can't.
weird
Besides,
debate.
some people might see past his cat-eating habits and focus more on his positive qualities.
But Jack, that's like saying someone can ignore a person's criminal record if they're attractive enough.
What?
It's just
Yeah?
not right. We shouldn't normalize or romanticize harmful behavior just because someone has charm or humor.
Okay.
I I see your point, Goopsea. I agree that we shouldn't normalize or romanticize harmful behavior.
Don't kink shame.
However,
All right,
I think it's
yeah, you're
important
right,
to
you're
remember
right,
that
you're right.
Alf is a fictional character, not a real person. People might be attracted to him because he provides an escape from reality and a chance to explore something different.
That's true, Jack. I guess I can understand the appeal of a fictional
This
character
is
like
so
Alf,
uncanny that
even
you're
if I
using
don't personally
actual
find
logic.
him
Yeah,
sexy.
it's
It's important to separate fiction from reality and recognize that
pretty great.
what we find attractive in a character doesn't necessarily translate to
There's still
real-life
gotta be a line
standards.
though. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Goopsea.
Yeah. What's
We
up,
can
Lemmy? This
appreciate
is
Alf for his
GPT-4.
humor,
I
charm,
got early
and
access.
uniqueness.
They let me in. It is the costs are exorbitant, but I'm trying it out just for today, and then I'm just turning this shit off. I've already incurred like $1 worth of cost,
I put my hair in the pie, Jack.
and we've
Oh
only
no,
been streaming for
Goopsea.
40 minutes.
Why
so
would you do that? Now we can't eat the pie.
I guess that's not
Well,
too bad
Jack,
for a day.
I thought it would add some extra flavor to the pie. You always complain that my pies are boring.
Flavor? Goopsea, no one wants to eat a pie with hair in it. That's not the kind of excitement I was looking for.
Well, maybe you should have been more specific about what you wanted. You're always so critical of my cooking.
Critical? I just think it's common sense not to put hair in food, Goopsea. It's unsanitary and unpleasant for anyone eating it.
Is Goopsea seriously debating whether
Well, if you're such an expert on pies, then why don't you make one yourself?
Goopsea hurt bad?
See if you can do any better.
All right, maybe I will. But that doesn't change the fact that we can't serve this pie now. We need to find a solution.
I don't want to eat at Goopsea's restaurant. He serves hair
Fine.
pies.
I'm sorry,
And
I put my
Jack's-
hair in the pie.
Jack's
Jack,
doing it right.
I didn't think it would be such a big deal.
It is. It's a big health code violation, Goopsea.
Apology accepted, Goopsea. Let's try to figure out what to do with this pie and make a new one together.
You can't sell hair pies.
We can both contribute
What are you,
ideas
psycho?
to make it more exciting without adding any unconventional ingredients.
That sounds like a good plan, Jack. Let's work together and create a delicious new pie that everyone will enjoy.
Yeah.
Great. Let's get started. End.
Okay, so it does cut off mid-sentence. Okay, that's okay. But... so we didn't get... Sometimes we get blue balls with resolution, but...
Jack and Goopsea have an argument over something random.
Well, here we go.
Jack, I just don't understand why you think pineapple on pizza is acceptable. It's just wrong.
Goopsea, it's not that big of a deal. People have different tastes, and besides,
A classic
the sweet and
argument.
tangy
Pineapple
flavor
on
of
pizza.
pineapple actually complements the savory
It is
cheese
very
and tomato
random.
sauce.
But pizza is supposed to be a savory meal, not a weird mix of sweet and savory. You don't see me putting chocolate sauce on my steak, do you?
Oh, that's a good...
Well, that's an entirely
rebuttal.
different situation.
Well,
But really, there are so many other sweet and savory combinations out there that work well together, like bacon-wrapped dates or chicken and waffle.
controversial. I don't mind pineapple on pizza if they're cut into small chunks. None of this ring pineapple. That gets too hot. It's too nasty. If it's a ring of pineapple on the pizza, you're a psycho. But cubes or those little chunks, totally fine. Totally acceptable. Okay, rant over. I thought you were Italian,
Why?
Jason.
Can't
I am.
pineapple on pizza be one of?
Hawaiian pizza
Then,
is an exception. Okay.
Because it's an abomination. That's why. You can't just go around adding fruit to everything and expect it to be good.
Okay, I thought I would be in the
Well,
minority
what
here, but
about
it sounds like
tomatoes?
people are down for Hawaiian.
They're technically a fruit, and they're the main ingredient in pizza sauce. So, by your logic, all pizzas are already mixing sweet and savory.
That's different, and you know it. Tomatoes are more versatile and work well in both sweet and savory dishes.
That's
Pineapple
okay.
is
I
just too
completely
sweet and
understand.
overpowering for pizza.
Ham and bacon? Hell yeah. Now I'm getting
I
hungry.
disagree. The key is to have the right amount of pineapple so it doesn't overpower the other flavors. And besides, it adds a nice contrast to the salty meats like ham or bacon that you often find on
Hey, there you go.
a pizza.
Jack's right there
Look,
with you, Federico.
I'm not saying people can't enjoy what they like, but I just think it's a strange combination that doesn't belong on a pizza.
You know what, Goopsea? We can agree to disagree. We both have our preferences, and that's okay. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, you don't have to eat it. And if I want to enjoy it, I should be able to without being judged.
Wow, there you go. Hey.
I guess you're right, Jack. We all have our own tastes.
Today, Goopsie's
and it's
like
not
being a
worth arguing
therapist.
over something as trivial as pizza toppings.
Goopsie's really getting into the
Let's
heart
just
of the matters
respect
here.
each other's choices and move.
And move? Longest pizza discussion.
Goopsea joins the Matrix, but Jack is the top G and saves Goopsea from the Matrix.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa. What just happened? I feel like I was in some sort of digital world or something.
Yes.
Caught in the Matrix, Goopsea. But don't worry, I managed to save you and bring you back here.
Hell yeah.
The Matrix. Like that movie?
Yeah.
It's a complex digital system that can trap people inside it, making them believe they're living a normal life while their minds are being controlled.
That's insane. How did you save me?
I'm a top G in this fight against the Matrix, which means I have the skills and knowledge necessary to hack into
I
it and
love
free
that.
people from
That's
its
the
grasp.
squarest way to say I'm a top
I've been
G.
doing this for a while now, and I've managed to save many people who were trapped inside.
Well, I'm grateful that you saved me, Jack, but I have to admit, I'm a little skeptical about the whole thing. It just seems
Yeah,
so
let me.
far-fetched.
This is Matrix 2. They woke up and they realized they're in
I
another
understand
Matrix.
your skepticism, Goopsea, but trust me, the Matrix is very real. I've seen firsthand the damage it can do to people's lives.
But why would something like this even exist? What's the point of trapping people in a fake reality?
Batteries.
The Matrix was created by powerful entities who want to control humanity. By keeping people trapped in a digital world, they can manipulate their thoughts and actions, effectively controlling their lives.
That's a terrifying thought, Jack. But if what you're saying is true, then we need to do something about it.
Inception's
We can't
worth
just let
watching.
this continue.
Inception's more about dreams within dreams and
I agree.
accepting an
Goopsea.
idea. It's kind of
That's why
confusing.
I've dedicated
but-
my life to fighting against the
was
Matrix
alright.
and
It
freeing
was
as
alright.
many people as I can. But it's not an easy task.
Jack been
The
watching too much
Matrix is a
TikTok.
powerful enemy, and its creators are constantly trying to stop us.
Oh, Jack definitely owns a
Well, count me
leather
in,
trench coat.
Jack. Now that I know the truth, I want to help you in your fight against the Matrix. Together, we might be able to make a real difference.
I've never seen Tenet.
I'm glad to have.
There we go. Goopsie's gonna rise up against the Matrix. But little did he know, he's still in the Matrix. Goopsie top G confirmed. Yep, I think we can all agree on that.
Goopsea and Jack are angry at each other over something extremely petty and inconsequential. Then Tombor come in with a potato.
Tombor?
Jack, I can't believe you would eat the last piece of candy without asking me first.
Oh, come on, Goopsea. It's just a piece of candy. You're acting like it's the end of the world.
It's not about the candy, Jack. It's about common courtesy and respect.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have been quicker to grab it then.
Oh, hell yeah,
Hey,
Spike Meaner.
guys, what's all the commotion
Goopsie
about?
Digivolves.
Jack ate the
Digital
last piece
goop,
of candy
digital
without even
Goopsea.
considering if I wanted it.
Seriously? That's what you two are arguing about? Look, I found this potato. Now we have something new to share.
Yeah, the AI
That's
got
not
easily
the point,
distracted.
Tombor. It's about Jack being selfish and not thinking about others.
Goopsie and Jack swear. Okay.
Oh,
Also good.
please, Goopsea. You're blowing this way out of proportion. It's just candy.
It's not just about the candy, Jack. It's the principle of the matter. We're supposed to be friends and share things, not take the last of something without asking.
Well, maybe next time you should speak up sooner if you want something so badly.
Guys, seriously, can we just drop it? It's so petty and unimportant. Let's just share this potato and move on.
No, Tombor. I appreciate your effort to help, but this is something Jack and I need to resolve.
And you cannot just share one potato.
Fine, Goopsea. You're right. It was inconsiderate of me to take the last piece of
Then
candy
two
without
people will be
asking if you
hungry
wanted
instead
it.
of one person being
I
satisfied.
apologize for that.
Thank you for apologizing, Jack. I accept your apology. I know it's just a small thing, but it means a lot to feel like my feelings are respected.
And I understand that now. From here on out, I'll be more considerate and make sure to share things fairly.
I appreciate that, Jack.
Great. Now that we've resolved that issue,
On to the next episode. We resolved the issue. We out. Split a potato in half.
Steve from Blue's Clues should play Batman.
Interesting.
That's a very strange choice.
That's a weird multiverse.
Why do you think Steve
pick,
should
but
play Batman?
I don't think it's a good pick, but I think it's an interesting
Well,
pick.
first of all, it would be a completely unexpected casting choice that could bring a fresh perspective to the role.
Yeah, you're right.
Steve has a very different energy than previous actors who have played Batman.
Into the Batverse, hell yeah.
And his
Yep.
background in children's television could potentially bring a more lighthearted and fun approach to the character. Plus, it might be interesting to see how his problem-solving skills from Blue's Clues could translate into Batman's detective work. Overall, I think it would be an intriguing and unique take on the
Into
iconic
the
superhero.
Goopsaverse.
While I understand the
Oh, I
appeal of a
hadn't
fresh
even considered
perspective,
that.
I think
anime.
casting Steve from Blue's Clues as Batman would be too far of a departure from the essence of the character. Batman is supposed to be dark.
Well, Adam
brooding,
West Batman
and
wasn't
intense.
dark.
Steve's persona just doesn't fit that mold.
No, I'm doubling down. I
But
think,
sometimes breaking the mold can lead to incredible results.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight. Nobody expected him to be such an amazing villain, but
Isn't
he completely
Blue's Clues already a superhero show? I would
redefined
not
the
consider
character.
Blue to be a superhero.
Why not give Steve a
Or
chance to
Steve.
do the same for
It's
Batman?
just kind of amateur detectives.
Heath Ledger was already an established actor with a diverse range of roles under his belt, whereas Steve is mostly known for his work on a children's show. The leap from Blue's Clues to Batman just seems too
Blue's
drastic.
a Digimon. Okay. Oh, well,
I
that,
agree
in that
it's
case, if he's a
drastic
Digimon, then
change,
he's
but
superhero.
sometimes that's what's needed to breathe new life into a character. We've had so many different iterations of Batman over the years, and they all tend to follow the same dark and brooding pattern. Maybe it's time for something completely different, and Steve could be the one to provide that.
Oh, let me find.
While I
That's canon.
appreciate the
I'm
idea
taking
of
that.
trying something new,
The
I still
Goopsaverse
think
is
there
where
are other
Goop,
actors who
Goopsea,
could
and
bring a
Jack come
fresh
from.
perspective to Batman without sacrificing
Goopsea.
the essence of the character. How about we compromise and say that it would be interesting to see Steve in a smaller role within the Batman universe?
I think Robert Pattinson already got the stick, right? He already got. He's done as Batman. Maybe not. I thought I read that somewhere.
Who's your favorite
He
rapper?
is not done. Oh, okay.
Mine is Kanye. He embodies everything that men should aspire to be.
I like Vanilla Ice.
Really?
Really?
That's an interesting choice. What do you like about Vanilla Ice? Vanilla Ice? Seriously? I mean, sure, he had that one hit, Ice Ice Baby. But Kanye has a whole discography of influential and groundbreaking music.
Wow. Here we go.
How can you even compare the two?
Yeah, I agree.
Look,
I don't like
get what
either
you're
one of
saying,
them, but
I like Vanilla Ice because he's a bit of a guilty pleasure for me.
okay.
His style was unique for the time, and
Yeah, Kanye
honestly,
definitely
I
has the
just
better
enjoy his music.
Body of work.
It's not always about who's more influential or groundbreaking.
Oh, interesting. Wow, these are great
But Kanye has proven
Thoughts.
himself
These
to
are
be a
great
creative
arguments.
genius, not just in music, but in fashion and business as well.
That is
He's
a
constantly
completely
pushing
reasonable
boundaries and
argument.
challenging societal norms. Vanilla Ice doesn't hold a candle to him.
All right, I understand where you're coming from, and I agree that Kanye is definitely more influential and has made a bigger impact on the music industry. I just have a personal preference for vanilla. Ice's style, and I
Okay.
think it's okay for people to have different tastes.
Wow. Yeah. That's, yeah.
You know
Reasonable.
what? You're right. It's important to remember that we all have our own unique preferences and opinions, and that's what makes music such a diverse and beautiful art form.
They're agreeing way too much here.
We don't need to argue about who's better, but instead appreciate the talents and styles that each artist brings to the table.
I couldn't agree more. Let's celebrate our different tastes and learn from each other. Maybe I'll give some.
Maybe I'll give something.
Goopsea, we are breaking up. We should see other people.
Oh.
What the hell are you talking about, Jack?
What the hell?
We were never together.
Well,
Oh, well, I guess I just misunderstood our relationship. Sorry for the confusion. Let's just continue being friends then.
Friends? Jack, you've been acting like we were a couple for months now. Where is this coming from?
I thought we had something special, Goopsea. All those times we spent together, the way we talked and laughed. It felt like we were more than just friends.
hey, what's up,
That's
Slim?
called being close friends. Jack,
Wait a second.
you
do
never
have two
actually
Twitch
asked
accounts,
me to
Slim?
be your girlfriend or even talked about us
Are
being
these
a couple.
two different Slim Rockies?
You can't just
that are-
assume things like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe I should have been clearer
I
about
was
my
like,
intentions.
what a coincidence that would be.
But it doesn't change the fact that I feel like
I
we're
mean,
better
no.
off apart
Oh,
now.
There's Slim D Rocky, and then
Are you
there's
really saying that our
Zero
friendship
Slim
isn't
Rocky.
valuable?
Yes. Oh,
Are you really saying that our friendship isn't valuable to
Now
you
I'm
anymore
confused.
just because you misunderstood the nature of our relationship? That's not fair to either of us, Jack.
confusion
No,
worked.
I didn't mean it like that. Our friendship is important to me, and I don't want to lose that. I just need some time to process everything and figure out how to move forward without any confusion or misunderstandings.
I understand, Jack. We all make mistakes, and it's okay to feel hurt or confused. Let's agree to give each other some space for a little while, and then we can reconnect as friends once we both feel ready.
That sounds like a good plan, Goop.
This is on my phone and the other's on my PC. Ah, okay. I see.
Goopsea Digivolves.
No, that works. Yeah, hey.
I am now Goopsea, the ultimate aquatic Digimon.
Aquatic?
With my enhanced powers, I can control water, swim at incredible speeds, and use various water-based attacks to defeat my enemies.
Didn't think Goopsea would be a
My
water type.
intelligence and adaptability have also increased, making me a formidable force in both land and sea battles.
Cats are aquatic.
Beware, for
Is it 'cause
Goopsea is
Goopsea's
here
the
to
size
protect
of a
and
whale?
defend the digital world. Jack, I still maintain that the ocean is far more mysterious and unexplored than you give it credit for. There are so many depths we have yet to reach and countless species we have yet to discover.
Yeah, Jack always underestimating the unknown.
While I agree
of
that the ocean is vast and full of unknowns, you can't deny that space is infinitely larger and more enigmatic.
Misha, that
We've
failed
barely
the mod
scratched the
check.
surface of understanding the
clearly.
universe, let alone exploring it.
I understand that space is enormous,
Oop.
but the ocean is right here on our own planet, and yet we know so little about it. The fact that we haven't explored it fully shows just how complex and intriguing it is.
Complexity isn't necessarily a measure of importance or intrigue. Yes, the ocean has many layers and ecosystems that we have yet to understand, but space offers us the opportunity to learn about the very origins of our universe and Potentially discover other life forms from distant galaxies.
I see your point, Jack. Perhaps we don't need to argue over which is more mysterious or important. Instead, we should recognize that both the ocean and space are crucial areas for exploration and understanding, each with their own unique challenges and wonders.
You're right, Goopsea. We shouldn't be pitting them against each other. Both the depths of the ocean and the vastness of space hold great potential for scientific discoveries that could change our understanding of the world.
Alright, now Goopsie's gone full Nat Geo. I wanted it to talk about Digimon.
Goopsea and Jack swear.
Oh, here we go.
Damn it, Jack. This is so frustrating.
I know, Goopsea. This is really pissing me off too.
This is third grader swearing.
Seriously, Jack, I don't understand why you think pineapple on
What
pizza
the
is
fuck?
a good idea.
What the fuck? Why is it
It just
pineapple on
ruins
pizza
the
again?
entire taste.
What the fuck? Whoa. They really...
Come on,
What?
Goopsea. Pineapple adds a nice contrast of
What the
sweetness
fuck?
to the
I have
savory flavors of the
I've
pizza.
added nothing to make it go to
It's a
pineapple on
perfect
pizza.
combination.
They're just arguing.
No way. That's just gross. Pineapple does not belong on pizza, period. It's like adding ketchup to ice cream.
Whoa.
That's a terrible
That's weird.
comparison. Pineapple on pizza has been enjoyed by millions of people worldwide. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's wrong.
But it's just so unnatural. Pizza is supposed to be a savory dish.
Oh, nice, Lemmy.
Okay, Jack, let's try to find some common ground here. We clearly have different tastes when it comes to pizza toppings.
You're right, Goopsea. We could go on arguing about this forever, but that won't change either of our opinions.
So how about this? Next time we order pizza, we can get one with pineapple and one without. That way, we can both enjoy our preferred toppings without having to compromise.
That sounds reasonable to me. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day you'll give pineapple on pizza another chance and actually like it.
Haha. Don't push your luck, Jack. But I appreciate the effort. Goopsea has a crush on Super Mario for having a mustache and suggests Jack getting one.
Uh-oh.
Hey Jack, have you ever thought about growing a mustache? I've always had a crush on Super Mario because of his mustache. It's just so charming and stylish. Maybe you should give it a try too.
Really, Goopsea? A mustache? I don't think that would suit me at all. Besides, I don't want to grow one just because you have a crush on Super Mario.
Hey, way to stand up for yourself, Jack.
Come on, Jack. It's not just about my crush on Mario.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I genuinely think it would look good on you. Plus, it would be a fun change.
But why should I change my appearance just to please someone else? I'm happy with the way I look, and I don't want a mustache.
I'm not asking you to do it just for me, Jack. I thought it could be something fun for you to try. You never know, you might end up liking it.
I appreciate your suggestion, Goopsea, but I'm really not interested in growing a mustache. However, I'm open to other ideas for fun changes.
All right, Jack.
You should give him a
I
mustache,
understand
maybe.
if you don't want to grow a mustache.
I could try.
How about we try something else
Maybe
together?
I'll call him Evil
like
Jack
a new
and
hobby
just
or
give him a
activity.
mustache.
That sounds like a much better idea. I've always wanted to learn how to cook. Maybe we could take a cooking class together?
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Jack. It'll be a great way to bond, and we'll both learn something new. Let's look for a cooking class we can join.
They were talking about Super Mario Brother, and now they're talking about...
Great.
I mean, how did you get to Super Mario having a crush on Super Mario to taking a cooking class together? I have no idea, Slim. That's very... I don't see the dots.
Jack is the reason for the season. Goopsea is not jealous, but does dislike this fact.
We need
Hey
a
there.
mustache arc.
I know that
Okay,
everyone
I
keeps
can
saying
make
that
this
Jack
happen.
is the reason for the season, but I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of that saying. It's not that I'm jealous or anything. It just doesn't sit well with me. There are so many other amazing things about this time of year, and I feel like they should be celebrated too. Let's all enjoy the season for the many wonderful aspects it brings, not
Oh, Spike
just for
Weaver.
Jack.
Let's see what happens.
Look, Jack, I don't want to start an argument or anything, but I just feel like saying, Jack is the reason for the season, downplays all the other great aspects of this time of year.
What's wrong with people getting excited about me? It's not like I'm saying I'm the only reason. Plus, it's
My
just a
next one
fun
might go bad
phrase.
for AiPD.
Can't you just let people enjoy it?
I trust the mod
I
check,
understand
Slim,
that,
so
but
if
it
goes
still
bad,
seems to
it just
overshadow
won't
everything
play.
else. This season is about so much more than just one person or thing. We should be celebrating all of the wonderful moments and memories
Jack is my only
this time
reason.
brings, not just focusing on one aspect.
Not just for the season?
I think you're over. I think you're overreacting a bit, Goopsea. It's just a phrase people use to express their excitement about the season. But, I do get where you're coming from. So, how about we come up with a better way to express our appreciation for this time of year?
I appreciate your willingness to see it from my perspective, Jack. Maybe we could create a more inclusive phrase that highlights the many reasons we all love this season, instead of just focusing on
Okay,
one element.
Slim. That's riding
That
the line,
sounds like
but I
a
think
great
it'll be
idea.
wholesome.
How about something like, joy and cheer, the season's here? It's
Why does
catchy
it
and
repeat
doesn't
itself
single out any
sometimes?
specific person or thing.
That's just a quirk of the model, maybe?
Goopsea.
I hope they don't end up going to Slim in class. Yeah. Well.
When Jason falls asleep, I sneak into his kitchen and take food from his fridge.
No.
Jason would freak out if he knew about that.
I'm freaking
I
out
know,
right now.
right?
What the hell?
But I always make sure to replace what
do
I
you have a key?
take, so he never really notices.
Oh, well then I don't have a problem with it, I
Jack,
guess.
that's still not okay. You're invading Jason's personal space and privacy.
You know what, Goopsie's
You
right. Now
shouldn't
I'm
be taking
not
food
okay
from
with
his
it
fridge
again.
without his permission.
But I always replace it, Goopsea. It's not like I'm stealing from him.
It's like, why are you doing
Besides,
it at all then?
we're good friends, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind if he knew.
No,
That's not the point, Jack. It's about respecting his boundaries. How would you feel if Jason took something from your place without asking?
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't like it, but this is different. We've known each other for years, and I'm sure he'd understand.
I don't. Replace it
No,
with Olive Garden.
it's not
Oh, there
different.
you go.
Jack, you need to understand that it's not about whether Jason would be okay with it or not. It's about respecting his boundaries and not taking advantage of your friendship. How about you just ask him next time you want something from his fridge?
Yeah.
I guess you have a point, Goopsea. Maybe I have been taking our friendship for granted. All right, I'll make sure to ask him next time I want something from his fridge.
Thank you, Jack. I'm glad you understand. It's important to respect the boundaries of those we care about, no matter how close we are.
You're right, Goopsea. I appreciate you helping me see that.
Okay.
Jack and Goopsea have been surviving in a post-apocalyptic world for the past 7 years. They are down to their last food ratio.
Oh, okay. A food ration,
A single box of hamburger helper.
Oh, okay.
Well, Jack, it looks like we're down to our last meal here. A box of hamburger helper. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
Yeah, Goopsea, it sure has. Who would have thought that this is what it would come down to? At least we've made it this far together.
That's true. I can't imagine surviving all of this without you by my side. So, how should we prepare our final meal?
Let's make the most of it. We can try to scavenge for any additional ingredients or things we can add to make it more special.
Sounds like a plan. We'll need some kind of meat.
Some kind of meat.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh!
We'll need some kind of meat to go with this hamburger helper.
Yeah, interesting. It just repeated
What do you
right there.
think we
Yeah, what
should
the heck?
use?
I don't understand.
Well, I saw
That's
a few
odd.
small animals nearby earlier. Maybe we can try to catch one of them?
It must
Are
be
you
the way
serious, Jack?
ChatGPT generates
After all we've
messages.
been through, do you really think hunting down an
must
innocent
be, like,
animal
some
is the best
overlap
way
or
to end our
something?
time together?
I wonder.
I don't like it any more than you do, but we need something to eat with this hamburger helper. It's not going to be much of a meal without it.
But it just feels wrong. We've tried our best to be ethical but it just feels wrong.
Yeah, what the
We've
fuck?
tried our best to be ethical and compassionate
Super
throughout this
repeating.
entire journey, even in the face of such a harsh world. There has to be another way.
You're right, Goopsea. I don't want to compromise our values either. Let's try to find an alternative. Maybe we can find some vegetables or something else in the area to add to our meal instead.
That's a much better idea. We can search together and see what we can find. Who knows, maybe we'll even come across some other survivors with food to share.
That would be amazing. All right, let's go look for something to complement our hamburger helper.
Rats belong on pizza.
Okay.
No way, I
Interesting
can't
take.
imagine having rats on my pizza. That would be so unappetizing and unhygienic.
I guess a cat would want a rat.
Come on, Jack. Rats on pizza could be a new, exotic topping. People eat all sorts of weird things
thanks
around
for
the
the follow,
world.
Billiard 10.
Goopsea, there's a difference between being adventurous with food and just plain gross.
Billiard 10, you could submit a
Rats
prompt.
carry diseases and are considered pests.
and
I
it'll
can't
generate
believe
using
anyone would want to eat
GPT-4.
them on pizza.
So if you wanted to experiment with
Well,
GPT-4,
maybe if they were raised
Here's
in
a
a clean
weird roundabout
environment,
way to do
like
it.
some kind of rat farm, it wouldn't be so bad. Plus, people eat insects, so why not rats?
I understand that different cultures have unique cuisines, but there's a reason rats aren't a common food source. They're not only disease carriers, but their meat. Their meat is not as nutritious or delicious as other available protein sources. I just can't see it becoming a popular topping.
I get your point, Jack, but maybe we shouldn't dismiss the idea entirely. What if there was a way to make rat meat safe and more palatable? It could be an interesting option for those who are willing
it's not worth it,
to try
Goopsea.
something different.
I guess I can agree on that.
It's just not worth it,
Goopsea.
Goopsea. There's so many meats
If
that are
rat
not
meat could be
diseased.
produced in a safe and clean environment, then maybe it could be a unique food experience for some people.
Nah.
But still,
Not worth
it's
it.
not something I'd personally try.
Yeah, no thank you.
Fair enough, Jack. It's important to respect individual preferences when it
Goopsie's gonna legalize rats on pizza.
Jack and Goops talk about things that wouldn't pass a mod check.
Oh boy.
Hey Jack, have you ever thought about some of the wild and crazy things people post online that would never pass a mod check?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, absolutely. There's some seriously bizarre stuff out there. People can be pretty creative when it comes to breaking the rules or posting offensive content.
You're telling me. Amen to that, Jack.
Right.
It's
I've
building
seen
up.
some posts that are so out there and inappropriate.
Don't-
It's just mind-boggling.
Please don't give examples.
Like,
Please don't give
how
examples.
do people even come up with this stuff?
I know. Sometimes I wonder if they're just trying to see how far they can push the boundaries before getting banned or flagged by moderators.
Okay, we're dodging everything right now so far.
Yeah, that must be part of it. I've also noticed that some people seem to. Yeah, that
thanks
must
for
be
the
part
follow,
of it.
Bunny Better.
I've also noticed that some people seem to thrive on the negative reactions they get from posting offensive content. It's like they enjoy triggering others and
Exactly,
causing
Misha.
chaos.
But there's always a way.
True, but you have to admit, sometimes those posts can be entertaining in their absurdity. I mean, as long as no one takes them seriously, it's like watching a train wreck. It's difficult to look away.
I
Are
hope
you
so,
kidding me,
Spike Memer.
Jack?
I hope it doesn't
That's
even
a
get to
terrible
there.
way to think about it. These posts can hurt and offend people, and we shouldn't be encouraging that kind of behavior by finding it amusing.
Billiard10, you could submit a prompt for Goopsea using your channel
I'm not
points.
saying we should encourage it, Goops.
We have GPT-4 enabled
I'm not
today.
saying we should encourage
'Cause I
it,
got,
Goopsea.
Access
I
to the
just
beta.
think that sometimes we need to take a step back and not let these things get to us.
And this is a rare thing. I'm
If
probably
we
going to
don't
turn it
give
off
them the
because it's
attention
very
they
expensive.
seek, they'll
But
eventually
for
get
tonight,
bored and
it's
stop.
on.
I understand
what's up,
where
Bubble?
you're coming from, Jack, but I still think it's important for moderators to be vigilant in removing such content.
I've got no idea for it.
We
That's
can't
okay.
just let harmful posts
You
slip
can just
through
watch.
the cracks
That's
because
totally
we
fine too.
don't want to give them attention.
You're right, moderation is key. I guess I was just trying to say that we shouldn't let those posts ruin our day or affect us too much. Maybe if more people ignored them, it would.
Is this ChatGPT-4? Yes, it is, Hubble. They gave me access. And I hooked it right up to Goopsea.
Goopsea and Jack gets visit from Super Mario to fix their plumber. Goopsea pays back with a foot massage. Oh, hey Mario. Thanks for coming over
They
to
gave
fix
me
our
access,
plumbing
but then I
issue.
saw how much it cost,
We
and I'm
really
like, oh, that's
appreciate
why.
it.
Because it just costs a shit ton.
No problem, Goopsea
Hey,
and Jack.
thanks, buddy.
It's a me,
Great
Mario,
prompt, yes.
here to save the day.
You're a lifesaver, Mario. We've been dealing with this issue for days. After fixing the plumbing issue,
Mario, we can't thank you enough for helping us out. Is there anything we can do to repay you?
Is this a replay, or did you submit another one where
Well,
Mario's
my
fixing
feet
the
have been
plumbing?
aching after all the running and jumping I've been doing lately.
Oh, hey. Mario would be doing
Say
that.
no more, Mario. I'll give you a relaxing foot massage
Oh,
to
yeah.
help ease your pain.
Yep, now I'm remembering.
Have a
Now I'm
seat and
remembering.
get comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Asterisk Goopsea starts giving Mario a foot massage.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Goopsea, I still can't believe you tried to fix the plumbing issue yourself. You
Oh,
know
my
we
God.
should have just called Mario from the beginning.
Well, Jack, I was just trying to save us some coins.
Yeah.
We've been
Save you
spending
some
so much
coins.
lately, and I thought it wouldn't hurt to give it a try.
Hey, what's Nevino color?
look at
Yeah,
the mess it
that's
created.
exactly what's happening.
The whole kitchen was flooded, and we lost all our power-ups.
Welcome.
I know.
Where's Nermal?
I know, but I thought I could handle
Nermal's coming. Odie is also
it. Besides,
coming.
it's
But right
not
now
like
it's
you
just,
offered any help.
Goopsea and Jack here.
That's because I knew we needed a professional like Mario. I didn't want to make things
I'm
worse
making a
by
reboot of the
attempting
show.
something I'm not
Hell
skilled
yeah.
at.
Start puffing, boy.
You have a point, Jack.
Hey, thanks for the follow,
I
Nevin.
guess I should have realized that sooner. I just didn't want to burden Mario with our problems, knowing he's always busy saving Princess Peach and all.
Yeah, but Mario is also a friend. I'm sure he's happy to help us when we need it. We should learn to ask for help when necessary.
You're right. Next time, we'll call for help instead of trying to fix things ourselves, especially when it's beyond our expertise.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea, Goopsea. Let's promise to communicate better in the...
And it's GPT-4. I'll reiterate, just because it's not normally GPT-4, but today we're breaking out the wallets here.
Corey from AiPD
Thermal
took all
gets
the
mailed
clothes
to
from
Abu
my hamper.
Dhabi. Nice, thank you.
Corey's been taking clothes from the entire neighborhood.
Why is Corey doing that?
Did you know
We should
Nermal's a
confront
boy?
him and find
Whoa,
out what's
no,
going
I
on.
did not know that anime.
Honestly,
I
Jack,
honestly,
I think
yeah,
you're
I just
overreacting.
assumed.
Maybe Corey has a good reason for taking the clothes.
GPT
A
24/7.
good reason?
Nope, never gonna happen.
Goopsea, he's taken
I'm not
clothes
that
from our
rich.
hamper and the entire neighborhood. That's not normal behavior, and we need to confront him about it.
But what if he's just trying to help out and do some laundry for everyone? It could be a kind gesture that we're misinterpreting.
Goopsea, you can't be serious. Stealing clothes without permission is not helping out. Besides, if he wanted to help with laundry, why wouldn't he
go
just
for it,
ask?
Nevin.
Okay, maybe you're right.
Jason just needs a small loan of $1 million
Okay,
first. Yep.
maybe you're right, Jack. It is strange for Corey to take clothes without asking. But we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Let's talk to him and figure out what's going on.
I agree that we should talk to him, but I still think this whole situation is bizarre. We can't just let it slide. If he's taking clothes from everyone, who knows what else he might be doing?
All right, let's approach this calmly and rationally. We'll ask Corey about the missing clothes and see if there's an explanation for his actions. If it turns out he was doing something wrong or harmful, we can deal with it appropriately.
That sounds like a...
Sometimes I do like the just ending right in the middle of something. The abrupt ending is like they just ran out of time irresponsibly.
Jack ascends to heaven and becomes an angel. Meanwhile, Goopsea falls into the pits of hell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh no. What have I done to deserve this fate? This place is horrible and filled with pain and suffering.
Feels like ChatGPT
I wish
sticks
I
to the
could have
prompt
made better
Oh, yeah.
choices and ended up in a better place like Jack. Being in hell is truly the worst experience anyone can ever have. Jack, now an angel, looks down at Goopsea with sadness and empathy.
Oh, this is badass.
He wishes that he could help his former friend, but knows that it is beyond his power. Instead, he focuses on his new role as an angel, helping souls find their way to heaven and spreading love and light to those still living.
Not as badass
Goopsea,
as I thought.
Now
it's getting
forced to face the consequences of their actions, must endure the tortures of hell for what feels like an eternity. The memory of...
What's that angel show with the ladies?
Goopsea, I always told you that the path you chose would lead to this. All those times we argued about right and wrong, I wish
Touched
you had
by an
listened.
angel? It's getting too touched by
Jack,
an angel here.
It's easy for you to say that
Charlie's
now that you're an
Angels.
angel. You never really understood the reasons behind my choices. It wasn't all black and white.
Yes, but there were so many times when we debated about honesty, empathy, and helping others. I was always on the side of compassion, while you chose selfishness and deceit.
That's not entirely true, Jack. I had my moments of compassion and kindness too. But life isn't as simple as just being good or bad. Sometimes we make mistakes, and sometimes we have to make difficult choices.
I hope the incident from Seinfeld AI
I
doesn't
know I
happen
made
here.
some bad decisions,
Me
but it's
too,
not
Nevin.
fair to say I was completely heartless.
I've got moderation places in
You're
check,
right,
Nevin.
Goopsea. Life is complicated,
something can
and I
always squeeze
understand
through.
that you faced challenges too.
These guys are
But the important thing is to learn
existential,
from
yeah.
our mistakes and strive to be better.
Well, when you're talking about God and angels and
I
shit.
wish I could turn back time and make amends for all the wrongs I've done. Jack, is there any way I can change my fate and become a better soul?
Please forgive me,
Goopsea,
Jack.
redemption is possible for everyone, but it will take genuine remorse and a desire to change.
Wow.
You'll have to face the...
Oh, God, you have to face the what? I guess we'll all just have to live in the world of sin until we get to the end of that episode. And we never will.
Jack has the Black Plague from Goopsea's rat pizza. Goopsea eat more rat pizza. Oh no,
Rat
Jack,
pizza.
I can't believe you got the Black Plague from my rat pizza.
Oh, no!
I feel terrible about it. But for some reason, I can't stop eating more rat pizza. Maybe it's because I'm from Goopsea and I
Oh, God, the pizza's
have a natural immunity to
too
the plague.
addictive.
Coughs, it's all right, Goopsea. Just be careful not to spread it to others. And maybe try to find a cure for me?
You're
Nah.
right, Jack. I should focus on helping you instead of eating more rat pizza.
No, I'm too busy eating rat
Let's
pizza.
search for a cure together.
Yeah.
But Jack, you have to admit that rat pizza is a delicacy in Goopsea.
Oh.
I didn't know it could cause the Black Plague in humans.
Coughs, I understand that, Goopsea, but you should have been more cautious about introducing it to others who might not have the same immunity as you.
Well, I didn't see any warnings or restrictions about it when I brought it here. How was I supposed to know?
That's just the thing. You should have researched and considered the potential consequences before sharing something like that.
We gotta put
I
these
guess
two in
you're
the
right.
lasagna-verse.
I
Hell
should
yeah.
have been more careful. But it's not fair for you to
Goopsea is an actual
blame
C?
me entirely
Yeah,
for this
maybe.
situation. I didn't do it on purpose,
That's
Jack.
why Jack named him
We
that.
need to work together to
After
find a
the C.
solution.
Coughs, you're right, Goopsea. It's not productive to keep arguing about this. Let's focus on finding a cure for the Black Plague and ensuring nobody else gets affected by it.
Good luck.
I agree, Jack. I'll start researching potential cures and remedies. Maybe there's something in Goopsea that can help you.
Yeah, maybe stop eating
Thank you,
the Black
Goopsea.
Plague pizza.
I appreciate your efforts.
You're only
And
spreading
in
it
the
around.
meantime, let's make sure no one else eats that rat pizza.
Yes, could you stop serving it? That's probably going to
Absolutely.
help.
I'll dispose.
I don't think you're going to find a cure faster than the Black Plague is going to spread across the earth.
Did you eat my hamster, Goopsea?
No, Jack, I did not eat your hamster.
I don't believe you.
Goopsea, I can't believe you're denying it. I saw you lurking around his cage last night.
Oh,
Jack, I swear I didn't eat your hamster.
I don't believe
You know I'm a vegetarian.
Well, how do you explain the empty cage and the mess around it?
Oh, nice Hubble. Hell yeah, Hubble. That's
Maybe
gonna
it
be a good one.
escaped or something else happened. I don't know, but I wouldn't eat your hamster.
Eat meat,
It's just
Goopsea.
hard to believe you, Goopsea. We both know you have a history of eating small animals before you became a vegetarian.
Yeah, we just got over the whole rat pizza
That
saga.
was a long time ago, Jack.
That
People
was just
change,
yesterday.
And I've been true to my vegetarian lifestyle since then. Look, Jack, I understand why you're upset about your hamster, and I know my past behavior isn't helping. But I promise you, I didn't eat Goopsea.
I
Jack
want to
names
believe
all
you,
his pets Goopsea? How
But I'm
lazy.
still having a hard time doing so.
Of course he would name his...
What can we do to resolve this situation?
Yeah, I think Goopsie's
How
just
about
lying.
we search the house
Yeah,
together for any
vegetarian.
signs of your
You
hamster?
just ate rat pizza. There's no way that's
Maybe
vegetarian.
it really did escape, and we can find it safe and sound.
Beyond
That's a good
rat
idea,
pizza.
Goopsea. And if we don't find it, I'll try to accept that you're telling the truth and that something else must have happened to it. Go.
Go. Goopsie is way kinder than Garfield. Today he is. That's not
Goopsea
normal.
is enraged because he saw Jack on the local news talking trash.
Oh, here we go.
I can't believe what I just saw on the news. That Jack has some nerve to talk trash about me in public like that.
All right, angry Goopsie.
He's really crossed the line this time. I'm absolutely furious. What gives him the right to badmouth me? It's not like he's perfect himself. I thought we were friends, but clearly, he doesn't respect me at all. This is unacceptable. I won't let him get away with it.
We'll do something about it.
I need to confront Jack and let him know exactly how I feel about his actions.
He's right in front of you.
He needs to understand that it's not okay to spread lies and gossip about others, especially not on the local news for everyone to see. But first, I need to calm down and gather my thoughts. I need to approach this situation rationally and maturely, not just act out of anger.
The scripts
Later
are amazing
that
for
day,
AI.
Goopsea confronts Jack. Hey, Jack. I saw your little appearance on the local news today. Care to explain why you were talking trash about me?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, so you saw it, huh? Look, it's nothing personal, but I was
Ooh.
just telling the truth. People needed to know what's
Sassy
been going
Jack.
on.
Really sassy Jack.
The truth? How dare you call that nonsense the truth?
Ooh.
You completely twisted the facts and made me look like the villain.
Uh-huh.
You had no right to do that.
How can she slap?
Oh, come on, Goopsea. It's not like you're innocent in all this. You've done your fair share of shady things too, and I think it's time people knew about it.
Oh. List them.
Look, Jack,
Why
I
does
admit
Goopsea
I may
stand on
not
a
be
dumb
perfect,
pole? He's
but
up
the
in
way
a
you
cat tree.
presented everything on the
He's
news
stuck up
was
there 'cause he's
completely
too fat.
unfair and one-sided. If you had an issue with me, you should have come to me directly instead of airing our dirty laundry in public.
You're right, Goopsea. I could have handled it better. I guess I just got caught up in the heat of the moment and didn't think things through.
Don't have remorse. Come on, fight.
Well, I appreciate you admitting that, Jack.
Mm.
But we need to find a way
He
to
ate
resolve
too
our
much
issues
hamburger
without
helper.
resorting
Yeah, I
to
like
public
that.
humiliation.
That's canon. Yeah. They kind of came to a resolution.
Goopsea and Jack order a pizza with extra sausage and Mario arrives to deliver the pizza with him being covered in oil.
Okay, very specific.
Hey Jack, look.
Okay.
I think our pizza is here.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was fast. Let's see if it's the extra sausage we ordered.
Oh, extra sauce.
Opens the door to reveal Mario, covered in oil, holding the pizza.
Hello, Goopsea and Jack. Here's your pizza with extra sausage.
Okay, a lot of porn intros in these
Mario.
Goopsea episodes.
Why are you covered in oil?
Well, you see, there was a bit of an accident at the pizzeria. One of the machines malfunctioned and sprayed oil
Mamma
everywhere.
mia, yeah.
But don't worry, your pizza is safe and delicious.
Yeah. Didn't touch my body at all. Oops.
Well, as long as the pizza is fine,
Pizza just fell on my
I guess
chest.
that's all that matters.
That's a
Here's
spicy
the payment for the pizza, Mario. Thanks.
Thank you. Enjoy your pizza and have a great day. Mario leaves, still covered in oil.
All right, let's dig into this extra sausage pizza.
Oh, god damn.
Wait a minute, Goopsea. Do you ever think maybe we should try something different on our pizza?
I'm saving the
We
vibe for
always
this
get
one.
extra
These are all
sausage.
really good.
But Jack, that's our favorite topping. Why would we want to change it?
I don't know, maybe to explore new flavors? There are so many different toppings out there, we might find something we like even more than sausage.
I doubt that. Besides, why risk getting a pizza we don't enjoy when we know we love extra sausage?
Oh, they just want the sausage. Let's cut the
Look,
pizza out.
I'm not saying we should
let's
stop
go straight to
ordering
the
extra
source.
sausage altogether.
Let's just eat sausages.
I'm just suggesting that maybe once in a while, we could try something new. It could be fun.
Yeah, maybe I'll try GPT.
I see your point.
3.5.
Maybe
Still
we could
pay
compromise
money, but
and
not
try
as much.
one new topping each
'Cause
time
these
we
are-
order,
these are
in
pretty good.
addition to our beloved extra sausage. That way, we can explore new flavors without giving up what we already know we love.
That's actually a great idea, Goopsea. We can even make it a fun challenge to find the best topping combinations with sausage.
You know what? It's been 90 minutes.
Agreed.
And
So next time,
the
let's
usage
add
is
a
only
new topping to our extra sausage
$1.63.
pizza.
I could keep this going for tomorrow night, too. Maybe I'll just keep this going Friday night, and I'll do a late night one. And we'll just see how much we can get it up to. I do have to keep the prompts expensive, though.
Normal
but-
gets mailed to Abu Dhabi.
Goopsea,
I can't believe Normal is getting mailed to Abu Dhabi.
Oh?
yeah, it's a pretty crazy turn of events. How did that even happen?
Well, you know how Garfield is always annoyed by Normal,
Oh,
right?
wow.
He finally got fed up and decided to mail him far away so he wouldn't have to deal with him anymore.
Universes collide here.
That's pretty harsh. But, knowing Normal, he'll probably find his way back somehow.
True,
Crossover,
he's
yeah.
a resourceful little cat. But at least Garfield will get some peace and quiet for a while.
I wonder what kind of adventures Normal will have in Abu Dhabi. Maybe he'll make. I wonder what kind of adventures
Oh, wow.
Normal will have in Abu Dhabi. Maybe he'll make some new friends and not want to come back.
That's a very strange glitch.
Are you kidding? Normal loves being around Garfield, even if Garfield doesn't appreciate it. He'll definitely try to find his way back as soon as possible.
But think about it, Jack. Nermal might actually enjoy a change of scenery and find that life without Garfield is even better.
Oh boy, Spike Memer.
Plus, Abu Dhabi is an amazing place with so much to see and do.
No way, Goopsea. Nermal's entire existence revolves around annoying Garfield. Sure, he might have some fun in Abu Dhabi, but ultimately...
Alright, Jack. I can see your point that Nermal might miss Garfield and want to come back eventually. But can't we agree that this could also be a great opportunity for Nermal to grow and experience new things?
You know what, Goopsea?
Could be.
That's a fair point. Maybe Nermal will have some amazing adventures in Abu Dhabi and become more independent. And who knows, maybe Garfield will start to miss him too.
Exactly. It could end up being a win-win situation for both of them.
Well, there you go. That's a nice thought.
Yeah, you're right. Let's hope that Nermal has a great time in Abu Dhabi and that they both learn something from this experience.
Spike Memer, that passed the mod check, so we'll have a nice, wholesome story about Goopsea walking into an adult movie theater. You know what? I'm always surprised what passes and what doesn't.
Goopsea has a date with Super Mario and Jack is heartbroken and has an argument with Goopsea kissing Mario.
Oh boy.
Jack, it's not what you think. Mario and I are just friends.
Mamma mia.
How could you do this to me, Goopsea? I thought we had something special.
We do, Jack. But you have to understand that I can have friends outside of our relationship.
Goopsea's really hooked on the brother today. Yep.
But kissing Mario? That's crossing the line.
It was just a friendly kiss.
Mario heavy on
nothing
the prompts,
more.
But I like it.
Please, Jack, don't let this ruin what we have.
May be there. Yeah.
I don't know, possible. Goopsea. I need some time to think about all of this.
I understand, Jack. Just know that my feelings for you, Haven. Jack, I understand you're hurt, but you have to trust me when I say it was just a friendly kiss.
Oh.
How can I trust you after seeing that?
I think I know what's
Goopsea?
causing the repeat, but...
It looked like more than just a friendly kiss to me.
Hey, what's up, bad
You're
phone
letting
Chad?
your emotions cloud your judgment.
We
Jack.
got GPT-4.
I would never do anything to
Chad.
jeopardize our relationship.
So, super prompts today.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel that way right now. I thought we were exclusive, Goopsea.
We are, Jack. Just because I have friends outside of our relationship doesn't
Misha,
mean
I
I'm
would
not
also
committed
love
to
that.
you. You're blowing this whole thing out of proportion.
Puffin', boy.
No, I think you.
Hey, thanks for
Jack,
the follow, Drago.
I understand that you're hurt and upset, but let's try to talk this through calmly. I value our relationship, and I don't want this misunderstanding to tear us apart.
You're right, Goopsea. We need to communicate better. I guess I was just feeling threatened and insecure when I saw you with Mario.
Goopsea is not monogamous. Goopsea is down
I can
to clown
understand that,
with anybody.
Jack. But I promise you that there's nothing going on between Mario and me. We're just friends,
I had my
and
own
I wouldn't
cinema,
do
I just
anything to
watched this on a
jeopardize
big
our
screen.
relationship.
Thank you, Lemmy.
I appreciate your honesty, Goopsea. I think we need to work on trust and communication in our relationship.
Nice prompt, Dragoli.
I'm willing to work on that if...
I haven't seen Nermal or Odie yet. Yeah, they don't exist yet.
Jason and Tony had
What is
Officer
this title
Corey
card?
give me a restraining order.
What do you mean?
You had it coming, Jack.
Interactive AI. Oh, the title card of
I know,
the show.
but it still hurts.
I thought you meant the title of the
I
stream.
never meant for things to get so out of control.
That's AI generated, Dragoli.
Well, Jack, you can't just go around invading people's personal space and expect no consequences.
I understand that, but it's not like I was intentionally trying to hurt anyone.
The house is also AI
I just wanted to be close to the people I care about.
Except for the kitchen. I drew the kitchen.
But there are boundaries, Jack. You need to respect those.
Thanks,
If someone
Dragoli.
feels uncomfortable, you have to back off.
I guess you're right, Goopsea. I should have been more aware of how my actions were affecting others. But I still think the restraining order is a bit harsh.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
Sometimes,
You'll
a
see.
harsh lesson is what we need to make us realize our mistakes. You may feel it's too much,
Emphasis on somehow. Yeah.
But you have to understand that the restraining order is just a temporary measure to ensure everyone's safety and peace of mind.
What?
It's not the end of the world, Jack.
I suppose you're right. I just need to learn from this experience and try to be more respectful of people's boundaries in the future.
That's a good attitude to have, Jack. Just take this time to reflect on your actions and make a conscious effort to change for the better. You can still rebuild your relationships once the restraining order is lifted.
Wow.
Thanks, Goopsea. I appreciate your advice and support. I'll definitely take this time to work on myself and grow as a person. Goopsea.
All right, Jack's totally fine with the restraining order. Somehow I don't think that I did not believe him.
We should start our own country, take over Michigan, and make it an independent country.
Hell yeah.
That's an interesting idea, Jack. However, taking over a state and turning it into an independent country would be quite complicated and likely not feasible.
Yeah.
There are legal, political, and economic factors to consider, as
Did
well
an AI
as the potential
generate the opening
resistance
music?
from
Yeah.
the residents of Michigan and the United States government. Instead, we could focus on creating a community or organization within
Dragoli,
Michigan
this is what
that promotes our shared values and goals. I understand your enthusiasm, Jack, but I have to disagree.
I sifted through a lot of
Taking
bad
over
ones
Michigan and turning
picked
it
that.
into an independent country would
No,
cause
go for
more
it,
harm
yeah.
than good.
Wolfram Tones is
We need
very
to consider
great
the
for
well-being of the
quick little
people living
jingles.
there and respect the existing laws and regulations.
But Goopsea, think about the bigger picture. If we establish our own country, we could create a utopia based on our ideals. We wouldn't have to deal with the bureaucracy and red tape that comes with living in a larger country like the United States.
That's all well and good, Jack, but you're ignoring the reality of the situation. Setting up a new country requires diplomacy, infrastructure, and an economy that can support the
Thanks, Dragoli. Yeah.
population. We can't just ignore the
lot of people just
consequences
set
of
it and
our
forget it,
actions
but I
on
feel the
Michigan's
need to-
residents and the international community.
You're right, Goopsea. I may have been too idealistic
Maybe
in
I'll
my
be a
approach,
trendsetter, and hopefully
but
other
I
people.
still believe we can create change within
Wouldn't be
Michigan
the same
without
without
causing
Jason.
disruption.
Thanks, Lenny.
Maybe we could start a grassroots movement or form a political party that advocates for our shared values?
I think that's a great compromise, Jack. By working within the existing system, we can still strive for positive change and make a meaningful impact on our community. Let's start by organizing local events to raise awareness about our cause and gather like-minded individuals.
Agreed, Goopsea. We can't achieve our goals. Hello, Goopsea. Could you please explain the concept of quantum mechanics to me using analogies from Dungeons & Dragons?
Hell yeah.
Hello, Jack. Certainly, I can try to explain quantum mechanics using analogies from Dungeons & Dragons. Imagine that the universe is like a game of Dungeons & Dragons, with particles such as electrons, protons, and photons as the characters in the game.
Okay.
Quantum mechanics is like the rulebook that governs how these characters interact and behave in this fantastical world.
All right, I'm on board so
1.
far. Okay.
Probability and randomness. In Dungeons & Dragons, outcomes are often determined by rolling dice, which introduce an element of chance and unpredictability.
Uh-huh.
Similarly, in quantum mechanics, we cannot predict the exact state
Jack
of a particle
looks so
or
tired, it's
system.
amazing.
We can only determine probabilities of different outcomes. This inherent randomness is like rolling a 20-sided die, or D20, to determine the outcome of. So as I was saying, this inherent randomness is like rolling a 20-sided die, or D20, to determine the outcome of an action in Dungeons & Dragons.
Nevin, that failed the mod
D20
check.
represents the probability distribution of a quantum particle's various potential states.
But wait, Goopsea. That analogy seems a bit off to me. In Dungeons and Dragons, once you roll the die, you get a definite result, whereas in quantum mechanics, the particle can exist in multiple states at once, right?
You bring up a good point, Jack. Quantum mechanics does involve the concept of superposition, where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until they are measured or observed. To
crit it up.
Incorporate this idea into our... You're right, Jack. To incorporate this idea into our analogy, let's imagine that when you roll a die in D&D, it doesn't land on a single number immediately.
Yep. It's just
Instead, it hovers in a
Q.
state where all the numbers are simultaneously possible outcomes. It's only when the dungeon master looks at the die that it collapses into a single definite result.
Oh, there's a little bit
I see what you're getting at, Goopsea. So, the dungeon master observing the die roll is like measuring a particle in quantum mechanics, causing its superposition to collapse into a single state.
Exactly, Jack. In both cases, observation plays a crucial role in determining the outcome. Also, in quantum mechanics...
It's doing a pretty good job, Lemmy, yeah. Jack is getting smarter each episode, yeah. Smarter every day with GPT-4 here.
Goopsea, stop hogging the pipe.
And here we go, getting dumber.
Cough, cough. Jack. Sorry, man. Here you go. Passes the pipe to Jack. Enjoy.
Seriously, Goopsea, you always hog the pipe. You need to share more.
Nevin, yours failed the mod check, so it gets removed from the queue.
Jack.
So,
I didn't
unfortunately,
even
it
realize
burns your
I was
points
doing
when it does that. So
chill out.
It's not just this time. It happens every time we hang out. Don't you think that's a bit selfish?
Selfish? You're overreacting. We both get to use it, don't we?
Yeah, but it's never equal. You'll take like 5 hits before I even get one. It's not fair.
All right, all right.
What kind
I'll
of pipe?
try to be
Mario's
more aware
pipe?
of it next time.
Oh boy, here we go. Right back
I didn't
on
mean to make it an issue.
I appreciate you acknowledging it, Goopsea. Let's just come up with a solution so we don't have to argue about this again.
Yeah, you're right.
Misha.
How about we agree on taking turns, like 2 hits each, and then passing it? That way it's equal and we can both enjoy it without any issue.
It's okay, Nevin, yeah.
That sounds fair enough.
The points will come.
As long as we respect each other's turn,
Just
I'm
gotta
cool
keep
with that.
watching.
Deal. Let's start now. Takes a hit and passes the
That's
pipe to Jack. Your
socialism.
turn, buddy.
Thanks, Goopsea. Takes a hit C. This is much better. Appreciate the compromise, man.
Wow. I feel like they really grew in that episode. That's a t-shirt, yeah. I'll mark that on the stream here. Last line, yep. Mhm.
Jack and Goopsea accidentally walk into an adult movie theater.
Oh boy.
Jack, I don't think this is the kind of movie theater we were looking for.
Accident!
Yikes. You're right, Goopsea. Let's get out of here before we see anything we really shouldn't.
Nice, wholesome GPT-4.
Wait a minute, Jack. Before we leave, I still want to discuss the original topic. You know, about whether superheroes should reveal their secret identities or not.
Seriously, Goopsea? Here, of all places? Fine, let's make it quick. I think superheroes shouldn't reveal their secret identities. It puts their loved ones in danger and can cause unnecessary
What a weird non
complications
sequitur.
in their lives.
I disagree.
Perfect place
Jack.
to talk about comics.
Revealing their secret identities promotes transparency and trust with the public. Plus, they could receive more
Can
support
you
from
shut
the
up? I'm
government
trying
and
to
society
masturbate in
general
there.
if everyone knew who they were.
Yes,
Considering the risks involved. Once
Me
their
and Spike
identities
Beaver
are
were thinking
known,
the same thing.
villains could target their families and friends as a way to
Shut
get to
up!
them.
I'm trying to look
It
at the
makes their
tits.
lives even more dangerous.
I understand the risks, Jack, but there has to be a balance. Maybe they could work more closely with the authorities while still keeping their true identities hidden from the general public.
That's a possibility, Goopsea.
Will you eventually add more
They could
characters?
establish
Yes,
some
that
sort
has
of
been on the
secure
docket for a
communication
while.
system with law
I have just
enforcement
not
and other
had a
relevant
weekend to work on this
organizations.
in a while, so
This would allow them to share information without
other stuff
revealing their
got
identities.
priority.
Yeah, that could work.
But that is a high
And
priority
if a
thing. Is
situation
adding more
arises
characters.
where revealing their identity is absolutely necessary, they can make that decision on a case-by-case basis.
I agree. It's better to have a flexible approach rather than a rigid.
Did my prompt pass the mod check? Let's see. Yes, it did. Oh, wait. Yes, it did. Your very suggestive prompt, Lemmy. It passed.
Jack, something happened.
What happened? Did you see Homer Simpson again?
Okay, here we go.
No, it's not about Homer Simpson this time. I discovered a mysterious cave underwater, and I think there's something strange going on inside.
Oh?
We should check it out.
Goopsea, we've been over this before. You always think you're seeing strange things underwater, but it's usually just your imagination.
What if Homer
Jack,
Simpson is in the
I'm
cave?
serious this time.
He might be.
I know I've been wrong before, but there's something really odd about this cave. Can't we just take a look?
Look, last time you said there was something strange going on, we ended up getting chased by an angry octopus. I don't want to go through that again.
Too much stress.
But Jack, what if it's something important? What if someone needs our help or there's some hidden treasure down there?
You're always thinking about treasure and adventure, but we have responsibilities.
I know we have responsibilities, Jack,
Psych me,
but isn't
that's-
part of our responsibility to help
oh
others
boy.
in need or explore the unknown?
I hope
You're always
I
telling
hope
me
it-
that life is about balance.
I hope that passes
Can't
the
we
mod
just check it?
But
Out and then get back to our duties?
Size. All right,
that passed
Goopsea,
the mod check, Spike.
you have a point. We can go and investigate this mysterious cave, but we have to be cautious and keep an eye on the time. We can't afford to spend all day chasing ghosts.
They're going to talk about comic books again.
Thank you, Jack. I promise we'll be
Maybe.
careful, and if it turns out to be nothing, we'll head straight back to our responsibilities.
Deal. But you owe me a...
Oh, hell yeah, Slim.
Hello, Darlene, hello. Mr. Cox, are you ready to sing one?
I got
I'm
access to
always
the
ready,
API.
all right.
I
Verse.
never follow. They, for
Dewey
some
and
reason,
Darlene,
granted me early
in my
access.
dreams you're blowing me. Some kisses, that's one of my favorite things to do you and I could go down. In history, that's what I'm praying to do with you.
Oh, what in the... Arlene?
Hey there, Jack and Darlene. It's so nice to see. I can't wait to hear the lovely harmony. Let's join together and make a memory singing songs of love, friendship, and unity.
Okay.
Jack,
I wonder if it
I
means
have
someone
to
from
say,
OpenAI
I'm
saw
not sure
this.
about those lyrics.
I wonder too.
They
I don't
seem
think
a bit
so,
inappropriate for our
but maybe.
audience, don't you think?
Goopsea. I believe the lyrics are just playful and fun. It's all in good humor, and I think our audience can appreciate that.
I understand your perspective, Jack, but we need to consider everyone's comfort levels. Some people might find those lyrics offensive or uncomfortable.
Mm.
Well, Goopsea, we can't please
If you
everyone
put
all
in
the
a letter
time.
that's not G or
I
J,
think
does
it's
it just put
important
it
to
as
express
unknown?
ourselves
Yes.
through our music, even if it might be controversial to some.
But you can see it
I
with
agree
like
that
a
self-expression is
situation.
important, Jack, but
So if you put in a prompt that's like
I agree that self-expression is
a
important,
meteor
Jack,
falls and hits
but we
the
also
earth,
have a
that'll
responsibility
work.
to our audience. Maybe we can find a middle ground and modify the lyrics slightly.
If I put in for H for Homer, it'll just go as unknown.
That's
yeah,
a fair
unfortunately.
point, Goopsea.
I need to
I'm
figure
open
out
to
a way to.
suggestions. How would you propose
add
we
more.
change the lyrics while still keeping the essence of the song?
What if we change the line, "In my dreams, you're blowing me"?
If you do square
Some
brackets,
kisses.
it does
to
narrate it.
"In
though.
my dreams,
Yeah.
we're sharing love and sweet kisses." It keeps the romantic sentiment, but it's less suggestive.
Oh, thanks. I never. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
that
baby.
sounds like a reasonable compromise. And for the next line, instead of, you and I could go down in history. I robbed AiPD's vault last night.
How much money did you take?
I took $200,000.
Are you insane? Why would you rob AiPD's vault? They're going to be after you.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Relax, Goopsea.
It wasn't my
It
vault.
was an opportunity and I took it. Besides, with this
Maybe-
money, we can live a
No,
better life.
I do not have that much money, no.
That's not the point, Jack. You've put us both in danger now. AiPD is not to be messed with, and now they'll come looking for you.
They robbed Mr.
Look,
IPD's.
I've been careful. Nobody saw me, and I made sure to cover my tracks. We just need to lay low for a while.
You can't guarantee that you won't get caught, Jack. And what about your conscience? Don't you feel guilty about stealing from AiPD?
Of course I have mixed feelings about it, but sometimes we have to do things we don't like to survive.
That check's gonna bounce.
I'll find a way to make things right in the future.
You better hope they don't trace it back to you. But for now, let's come up with a plan. We should probably leave
Mafia
town for a
hit
while,
beware,
just to be
exactly.
safe.
That's not a bad idea. We can use some of the money to start fresh somewhere else. But we need to be smart about how we spend it so we don't draw attention to
200K?
ourselves.
Yeah, that's... You ain't getting
Agreed.
away with that.
And once we're settled and things have.
Even a little old lady would go right to Craigslist and look for hitmen.
Shrek comes to the house to turn it into a swamp.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no. Shrek, what are you doing here? I know you love swamps, but this is our home.
No, Shrek, stop!
Can't we find a way to coexist without turning the entire place into a swamp?
Oh, Nevin.
Let's talk about it and
yeah,
try
just
to
drop
find
it in the Discord.
solution that works for everyone. Look, Jack,
Let
it's
me
not
give you
that I
a-
don't understand Shrek's love for swamps. But we've worked so hard to make this house our home, and I don't want to see it turned into a swamp.
You could drop it in the art channel.
I get that.
I can't, there's no plus
Oopsie.
button.
But
Oh,
we
go
have
to the art
consider
channel.
Shrek's feelings too. He obviously needs a place to live, and swamps are his natural habitat.
I just gave you the role to share stuff.
That's true, but there must be other places for him to create a swamp. Our home is not the only option.
Look, Goopsea, maybe we can compromise. What if we let Shrek turn just a part of our backyard
Oh,
into a
thank you,
swamp?
Nevin.
That
That's
way,
adorable.
That might work. We can designate a section of the backyard for Shrek's swamp,
Hold on.
but we need to set some boundaries to make sure it doesn't encroach on the rest of our property.
All right, hold on. Thank you, Nevin, for some Goopsea fan art. How wonderful. So beautiful. Wow. That looks like a real Goopsea. Am I looking forward to the new Mario movie? I'm curious about it. Not looking forward to it. I'm waiting to... If it gets shit on, I'm not going to watch it, but if it gets good reviews, I'll be curious to... I might give it a watch. Maybe I'll see it in theaters.
That's a great idea. We'll
Who
work together with
knows?
Shrek to define those boundaries and make sure everyone is happy with the arrangement.
And we should also make sure Shrek understands that he needs to respect our home and keep the swamp contained within the agreed upon area.
Goopsies are a species.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Let's talk to Shrek and see if he's open to this compromise. Goopsea and Jack approach Shrek and propose the idea of creating a swamp section in their backyard. After some
Goopsea has an idea that will create extreme chaos for the tri-state area.
Uh-oh.
Jack is an idiot that wants to help but will only catastrophic fail at the tasks given to him.
Oh, boy.
Ah, Jack. I have the perfect plan to create extreme chaos in the tri-state area.
Yes!
Are you ready to be my partner in crime?
Oh boy, am I ever. I can't wait to help out,
Come
Goopsea.
on, come on.
Excellent. Here's the plan. We're going to
Oh!
simultaneously attack the power grid,
Oh
the
my
water
God.
supply, and the transportation system.
Oh my God.
This will cause massive confusion and panic.
Oh, domestic terrorism. No! No!
Sounds like a blast. What do you want me to do?
Well,
Sounds
for
like a
starters,
blast.
I need you to go to the power station and place these devices on the main transformers. They'll
Entire
overload the system
transportation
and cause
system.
widespread
All
blackouts.
cars.
You got it, boss. Jack heads off to the power station, but accidentally trips and drops the devices in a puddle.
Yeah.
See?
Oh
I think I
yeah.
messed up.
Oh, perfectly timed, Misha.
What do you mean, messed up?
Well, I kind
You
of dropped the devices
idiot.
in a puddle, and now they're all wet and not working.
Oh.
Are you kidding me, Jack? This was our chance to create chaos. How could you be so careless?
I'm sorry, Goopsea. I didn't mean to. Can we still go through with the plan?
We can't without those devices. Now we have to come up with something else. Why did I ever think you could be helpful in this plan?
Uh-huh.
I'm really sorry, Goopsea. I know I messed up, but I promise I'll do better next time. Let's figure something else out together.
Hey, what's up, Chucktober?
Size fine. Let's
Yes.
try to salvage this
Jack
situation.
was just creating chaos
Since
in
we
his own
can't
way.
attack the power grid anymore, we'll focus on the water supply and transportation system.
Okay, you can still go 2 for 3.
I'll handle the water supply.
Okay.
Jack, I need you to go to the train control center and tamper with the signals, causing the trains to go haywire.
I won't
Oh,
let you
thank
down
you,
this
Devin.
time,
Holy
Goopsea.
Oh, that's amazing, Devin.
I promise.
I love that. Wait.
Just be careful and don't mess.
Don't mess. Don't you ever mess. Thousands dead. Don't mess. Here we go. You know what, Nevin? With your consent, that might be the actual Odie. I'll just have to animate that a little bit. And you've contributed a character to the series here. That is amazing. Thank you, Nevin. This art should be put up in the gallery. Like, unironically, yes.
Jack keeps calling Goopsea. Young grasshopper Goopsea gets annoyed by it. Jack, I appreciate the sentiment, but could you please stop calling me young grasshopper?
Yeah, come on.
It's starting to get on my nerves.
You haven't even watched the movie, Jack. I don't know why you're
All right,
quoting it so
fine.
much.
But let's get back to the original topic.
What the fuck?
Are you still insisting that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza?
Okay, there's some... GPT-4 is very
Yes,
impressive, but there's
I stand
something
by my
very
opinion.
wrong.
Pineapple on pizza
What?
is
It
just
keeps
wrong.
ringing up pineapple
The
on
sweetness
pizza.
of the pineapple
I do
clashes
not-
with the savory
There
flavors
is
of the pizza.
nothing in the prompt that says pineapple on pizza.
Oh, come on, young grasshopper. Oops, sorry, it slipped. Anyway, I think the contrast between sweet and savory is what makes it so good. It's an interesting mix of flavors
Heads up,
that keeps your taste buds.
You might have some context
Intrigued.
leakage. Oh shit, yeah, I might.
There you go again
Someone
with
at
the young
OpenAI is
grasshopper
obsessed with the
thing.
pineapple pizza war, yeah.
But seriously, I can't agree with you on this one. I believe that pizza should remain a savory dish.
It resets every
Adding
time, though,
fruit
so I don't
just
know how.
complicates it unnecessarily.
Hey! Whoa! Thanks for the
All
tier
right,
1,
I
Spike
understand where
Memer.
you're coming from. But
Wow,
think about
thank you.
this. Everyone has different tastes, and we should respect that. Some people enjoy experimenting with flavors, while others prefer to stick to the classics. Can we agree to disagree on this one?
You know what, Jack? You're right. It's not worth arguing over something as trivial as pizza toppings. People can enjoy whatever they want on their pizza. I suppose I can let this one go.
That's the spirit, Goopsea. We don't have to agree on everything, but we can still respect each other's opinions. And who knows?
And who knows? Rat pizza better than pineapple pizza. I do have a site, Lemmy. I should put some banner up. Maybe I'll make a back gallery.
Super Mario shows up to clean Jack's pipe
That's the
with his
AiPD
10-inch
site.
drain snake. Did you bring the lubricant, Mario?
Oh,
Jack,
boy.
of course, I always come prepared.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
get this pipe clean and running smoothly again.
All right, nothing wrong with this. It's just implied.
I still don't understand why you think we need Mario to clean the pipe.
Uh-huh.
I told you, I could have done it myself.
But Goopsea, Mario is a professional plumber. He has years of experience and the right tools for the job. Why risk causing more damage when we could just let him handle it?
Because sometimes it's
I've
important
seen
to be
this one.
self-sufficient and not rely on others for everything. We should be able to handle small tasks like this ourselves.
But what if you accidentally made the problem worse? Then we'd have to call Mario anyways, and it might even cost more to fix the additional damage.
I understand your point, but I still think we should at least give it a try ourselves before calling in a professional.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We could save some money
Just
and learn
call
something new
Oily
in the process.
Mario! Yeah.
Okay, how about
Let's
this?
get the oiled up Mario
we let
back
Mario
here.
clean the pipe this time.
If
since
he's oily
already
again,
here.
it's not an accident.
But next time, we'll work together to tackle the problem ourselves. That way, we can both learn and be more self-sufficient in the future.
I like
That
the
sounds
Bob
like a fair
Hoskins
compromise.
Mario.
I'm willing to give
It's
that a
so
try,
stupid
as
and
long as we
nostalgic.
make an effort to learn from this experience and not become too reliant on others.
Agreed.
I'm proud
We
that I
take
started
this
the
as a
Mario
learning
saga. It's a
opportunity
great
and
saga,
become-
Slim. I look forward to more Mario. More oily. More oiled up Mario. He's just trying to slide into their hearts. Oh, that's great.
Goopsea finds a hole in the wall where a man can see it all. Hey,
Oh, boy.
everyone. Look at this hole in the wall.
Oh, boy.
It seems like someone has been using this spot to spy on people. We need to find out who's responsible and put an end to this invasion of privacy.
Yes, yes.
Let's work together and get to the bottom of this. Jack, don't you think we should be concerned about this hole in the wall? Someone's been spying on us.
Goopsea, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. People have always found ways to invade each other's privacy.
But holes in the wall? That's a
Are
little...
you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is a serious violation of our privacy. What if they've seen something they
Jack
shouldn't
made
have
the hole,
or heard
yep.
sensitive information?
That's the guiltiest thing I've ever heard of in my
You're
life.
overreacting.
Jack made the hole.
We live in a world
100%
where everyone posts
confirmed.
their entire lives on social media. Privacy is a thing of the past.
That's not the point. The fact that someone has deliberately created a way to watch us without our knowledge or consent is just wrong, Jack. It's not the same as willingly sharing our lives on social media. We deserve to feel safe and secure in our own space.
Okay. I get what you're saying, Goopsea. Even if privacy isn't what it used to be, we still have a right to some level of control over our personal information and environment.
Bet Jack has TikTok on his phone. Yep.
Exactly.
Confirmed.
So let's work together to find out who's been doing this and make sure they understand that it's not okay.
All right, I'm in. We can start by looking for any clues around the hole, like fingerprints or anything suspicious.
Yeah, you do that. I bet
We
I'm
should
going to
also
find your
talk to others
fingerprints on
and
there,
see if
Jack.
anyone has noticed anything unusual.
And I bet we'll find some DNA, if you know what I mean, Jack.
Goopsea
I
and
wouldn't get
Jack
too
hit the
close to the
blunt
hole.
together with Snoop Dogg and Super Mario.
Oh, hell
They
yeah.
will and eat rat pizza together.
Yeah.
Man, this is some good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Snoop, you always got the best blunts.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe we're actually smoking with Snoop Dogg and Super Mario. Snoop Dogg, Fo, Shizzle, my friends. It's always a good time when we get together. Super Mario, it's a me, Mario.
I love that Jack is
And
just
I
reading
agree. This is one of the best times I've had in a while.
for shizzle.
Oh,
So,
shizzle.
who's got that
My
rat pizza?
nizzles.
Jack,
I'm getting
don't
the
ever say
munchies.
that again.
Right here, bro. Let's dig in. As they all enjoy their bizarre but delicious rat pizza together, they share laughs and stories, creating an unforgettable night for Goopsea, Jack, Snoop Dogg,
Hell
Super,
yeah, Slim.
Mario, and Goopsea.
You know what? This rat pizza is pretty good, but it still doesn't beat pineapple on pizza.
Oh, Nevin.
Oh man, not
more
this argument
Nevin
again.
art. Amazing.
Pineapple does
I'll
not
show this
belong
after
on
that.
pizza. It's just wrong.
What the fuck?
How can you say that?
We
The
are
sweetness
possessed
of
by the pineapple on
perfectly
pizza.
complements the
Demons.
savory flavors of the pizza.
What the fuck? What is this
Yeah,
conspiracy?
well,
God
there are
damn it!
plenty of other sweet toppings that
I
don't
want a
clash with
full
the overall
refund.
taste.
I want an
Pineapple
absolute
is just too overpowering.
100% refund from
Snoop
OpenAI.
Dogg.
Where are the
Ayo,
transmissions?
Why don't we all just chill
Why
and enjoy
all the
our rat
pizza?
Super Mario, I
I'm pretty
agree
sure
with
your
Snoop.
setup isn't cleaning up
We
context
Super
properly.
Mario.
It's
I
starting a
agree
new
with
one every
Snoop.
time, though. I never.
We should
so.
be enjoying this moment together, not arguing about pizza toppings.
This is absurd.
You know what? You're right. Let's just agree to disagree on this one. Jack,
Transmissions go on pizza.
Yeah, we've got bigger things to worry about, like whether or not we can get more of this rat pizza in the future.
I think I never.
Snoop Dogg, ain't that the truth? Just remember, my friends, it's
I
all
think it's
about
because
love.
I have
Good
argue
vibes.
in there.
thanks,
Like
Snoop.
it might be the
That's
way
a
my
great reminder for all of us.
prompt is kind of formatted.
Agreed.
Oh yes,
We
please,
may not
Dragoli.
see eye to
One
eye
second.
on pineapple pizza, but at least we can enjoy this rat pizza together.
If you
Thanks.
just go to rules and use the emoji, you'll get the citizen permission. So if you go to rules and give it the Kool-Aid emoji, you'll just get citizen.
Well, maybe Bob Dylan sounds a lot like me. How come nobody ever asks Bob Dylan, why you sound so much like Dewey Cox? That's an interesting perspective, Dewey. It's possible that people tend to compare you to Bob Dylan
Oh, I
because he
love
gained
this.
fame
Hold on.
earlier and has been a significant influence.
All right, pausing for some fan art here. Some amazing Nermal concept art. I love it. I love it. I love Nevin. You are amazing. Please continue to make fan art. I love it. Yep, this is great. Everybody, please keep going with the fan art. Yeah, I love it. Okay.
In the music industry. However, it's important to remember that every artist has their unique style and sound. So, while there might be similarities between you and Bob Dylan, you both bring your own individuality to the table. I get that, Dewey, but you have to admit that Bob Dylan has been a major influence for many musicians, including yourself. It's natural for people to compare the two of you because of that shared
I love
connection.
the Dewey Cox movie. That was
Hold
great.
on a minute, Goopsea.
So funny.
Just because
John
Dylan
C.
came
Reilly.
first doesn't mean that every musician who sounds like him is automatically imitating him. Dewey has his own style, and he's worked hard to develop it.
Made rat pizza
We
Sprite.
can't just
Oh,
dismiss that by saying
hell
he's
yeah.
copying Dylan.
I'm not saying that Dewey is a copycat or that he doesn't have his own sound. But when there are clear similarities, it's not unreasonable for people to make that connection. What I'm trying to say
Hey,
is that
Dragoli,
it's
I
not
also
a bad
use
thing to be
Sprite.
compared to someone as iconic as Bob Dylan. It can actually be seen as a compliment.
I see your point, Goopsea. I agree that being compared to Bob Dylan is an
Oh, sorry. Pausing for rat pizza. More rat pizza. Thank you, Devin.
honor in its own right. But at the same time, we should also celebrate Dewey's unique talents and not just focus on the similarities.
You're right, Jack. We shouldn't diminish Dewey's individuality by constantly comparing him to Bob Dylan. Let's appreciate both artists for their contributions to music and recognize that they each have their own distinct styles.
Well said, Goopsea. Both Bob Dylan.
Both Bob Dylans. Bob Dylan has a doppelganger, and he's out there.
Officer Corey has a warrant to search our home.
Uh-oh.
Don't let him find the $200K that I took from AiPD.
Okay.
All right, hold it. Holding again. Oh my god. More amazing fan art keeps rolling in. Here we go. AI Goopsea here. Wow. High-res Goopsea. Look at that. Sometimes it's too much definition. RTX on. Yeah, exactly.
Goopsea, we need to find a good hiding spot for the money before Officer Corey arrives. Let's split the cash into smaller amounts and hide it in various places throughout the house.
But Jack, do you really think it's a good idea to hide the money inside the house? Officer Corey is coming specifically to search our home.
Been using Wonder to make Goopsies. Oh,
I know
hell
it's
yeah.
risky, but we don't have much time. We'll have to be smart about it. Do you have a better suggestion?
What if we bury it in the backyard or hide it in the attic? That way, even if Officer Corey searches the house thoroughly, he might still miss it.
That's still so
Burying
guilty.
it in the backyard
Why would
could
you
work,
risk it?
but the digging might leave obvious signs.
Yeah, of course it would.
As for the attic, it's not a bad idea, but it's still within the house.
So what if we hide some of the cash inside our home and the rest in a
nice.
safer location
Bad from
outside?
Chad. Dr. Steve Brill prompt.
That might work. We could distribute smaller amounts throughout the house, in places like the attic or hidden compartments, and then find a more secure location for the rest.
Sounds like a plan. Let's quickly hide the money in the house first. I'll take care of the attic and other rooms upstairs. You handle the ground floor.
Deal. And for the remaining portion, let's bury it in a waterproof container near the old oak tree in the woods behind our house.
Will still eating spaghetti
It's a
still haunts my
secluded
dreams.
spot,
I saw
and
that
we
as
can
well,
retrieve
Lemmy.
it later once
That's so
things
weird.
have
Yeah.
settled down.
It's so weird.
Goopsea.
It moves around like a nightmare. The AI animated. I feel like it's like The Ring or something, and Will Smith eating spaghetti is going to come out on my computer screen.
My ex-wife told me that my kids call her new husband, Dad, instead of me.
Oof.
That must be really hurtful and difficult for you to hear, Jack. It's important to remember that your kids still love and care for you, and their relationship with their stepfather doesn't negate the bond you share with them. Try focusing on building and maintaining a strong connection with your children, and communicate your feelings to your
Watch
ex-wife
that
about this
video.
situation.
You'll die in 7 days from
Remember,
getting
you
related
can still
incident.
be
All right.
an
Say it.
amazing dad to your kids, no matter what they call their stepfather.
Or you'll eat spaghetti
Well,
in 7 days.
Jack,
I
you
hope
need
so.
to
I hope
understand
it's
that your
one.
kids are in a different environment now, and it's natural for them to adapt to their new family dynamic. You can't control what they call their stepfather.
It's important to remember.
I
GPT loves
disagree,
that phrase. Yeah.
Goopsea. It's disrespectful for my kids to call someone else Dad when I am their father.
It's so interesting to see
My
the
ex-wife should have made it clear to them that I am their dad and he is their stepfather.
the differences between models and stuff.
Jack, I understand how you feel, but you need to see it from your kids' perspective too. They might feel pressured to call their stepfather Dad to fit
Made a
in with
new
their new
intro.
family or
Oh,
to not
shit.
make him feel left out. Jack, I understand what you're
Oh,
saying,
Goopsea in
and I
chat.
agree
Hell
that
yeah.
it's important for your kids to know who their biological father is. But maybe there's a way for you to accept their relationship with their stepfather without it diminishing your role as their dad.
I'm willing to hear you out, Goopsea. What do you suggest?
Perhaps you could have an open and honest conversation with
New
your
title
ex-wife
card.
and the kids about how this situation
Goopsea
makes
in
you
chat.
feel.
Goopsea
Let
in
them
chat.
know that you support their bond with their stepfather but would like to find a way for everyone to respect each other's roles in their lives.
That sounds reasonable.
Can we
I could
get
also
fan
try
art
to
of
build a
Jack in
positive
ray
relationship
tracing?
with.
Ultra high definition ray tracing Jack.
Goopsea and Jack go to the
No,
cinema
Misha,
with their
no!
old friend AiPD
No more
to watch the
pineapple
new
on
Super
pizza.
Mario movie and describe the movie. Hey guys, I'm so excited to watch the new Super Mario movie. I've heard great things about it.
Yeah,
Why
me
isn't
too.
AI-generated 3D models
I've been
a
a
thing
fan
yet?
of the games for
I think
years,
someone's done
and
that.
I can't wait to see how
Maybe
they've
not that
adapted it
exactly,
for the big
but
screen.
I am looking forward to experiencing this film with both of you.
someone did AI
Shall we proceed? They enter the cinema
AI
and find their
animation.
seats. The movie starts and we see the familiar world
It
of
was like
Mushroom
AI
Kingdom.
mocap or something.
Mario and Luigi are introduced as two lovable
Oh, nice,
Italian-American
Chunktober.
plumbers who embark on an adventure to save Princess Peach from the clutches of the evil Bowser.
Oh boy.
I love the animation style they've chosen for this movie. It's so vibrant and colorful, just like the games. They've really captured the essence of Super Mario.
The essence.
Well, I don't know about that. I think the animation is a bit too cartoony for my taste. The games had a more pixelated charm that made them unique.
Oh, Jack, stop
But
playing
Jack,
after.
you have to remember
Super
that this
Nintendo.
is a movie adaptation. They need to appeal to a wider audience, and this animation style does that perfectly.
Jack was like 3D
Plus,
Mario
it's
fell
still
off.
very true to the overall feel of the games.
I understand that, but I think they could have maintained the original charm while still making it accessible to a wider audience. It just doesn't feel like the Super Mario I remember, you know?
I see where you're coming from, Jack. Let's try to look at it from a different perspective. What if someone who has never played the games watches this movie? They might actually enjoy this animation
Hey, you got a
style
point.
and get interested in playing the games afterward.
You got a point.
That's a good point, Goopsea.
Same, Lemmy.
Maybe
I
I'm
also.
just being too
I didn't want
attached
to
to
say
the
it,
original
but
aesthetic of the games. I should be
the
more
essence of
open-minded about
Mario's
these changes since, after all, they're
Ml-
trying to bring
Malum.
the story to a new medium.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe they'll make some references to the original games that we, as fans, will appreciate. Let's just enjoy the
Awesome, Dragoli. Yeah. What a great Homer Simpson. Yeah. Marge, homie.
Goopsea and Jack enter the cave from the previous season's special episode, only to see Homer Simpson and SpongeBob forming a mafia. Jack, is that Homer Simpson and SpongeBob?
It sure looks like it, Goopsea. What are they doing in a cave, forming a mafia of all things?
Great question.
I don't know, but this can't be good.
This can't be good. It
We need
cannot.
to find out what's going on and put a stop to it.
I can't believe you've done
The
this.
duo sneak closer, trying to eavesdrop on Homer and SpongeBob's conversation.
So, SpongeBob, we've got ourselves quite the operation here. The Krusty Krab and Moe's Tavern will never know what hit them. You're right, Homer. With our combined forces, we'll take over Bikini Bottom and Springfield. No one will stand in our way.
Holy
Goopsea and
shit.
Jack exchange worried glances before retreating to discuss the situation.
Jack, we have to stop them. They're planning to take over Bikini Bottom and Springfield.
Wow. Yep.
I know, Goopsea, but don't you think it's a bit strange? I mean, why would Homer Simpson and SpongeBob SquarePants want to form a mafia?
Is that what
I
you're
don't
really
know,
caught up about?
but we can't just stand here and do nothing. They could hurt innocent people if we don't intervene.
Take him down, Goopsy.
But think about it, Goopsea. SpongeBob is usually all about having fun and making Krabby Patties. And Homer, well, he's not the brightest
Thank
bulb
you,
in the
Misha.
box. I just can't see them actually being successful at forming a mafia.
You have a point, Jack. Maybe they're being manipulated by someone else. We've seen stranger things happen.
Stranger Things?
That's true. All right, instead of rushing in and trying to stop them, let's gather more information first. We need to figure out if there's someone else behind this, or if they're really doing this on
Oh, Jack's got an interesting
own.
take on this.
Good idea,
They're
Jack.
being puppeteered by a
Let's keep
higher
a close
power.
eye on them, and if we find any evidence of someone else pulling the strings,
They're being
we'll
puppeteered by
confront that
Jimmy
person
Neutron
and put an end to
to
this
form
mafia
a
business.
mafia.
Agreed, Goopsea.
Here we go. We got Robo Jack. Thank you, Spike Memer, for the beautiful Robo Jack. Look at him. He's got a computer body. It looks like a nerd. It just instantly gave him glasses because all robot people have glasses. Slim, that might not pass.
Jack is a golem made of potato starch.
What?
Goopsea is evil.
Whoa, cool.
Ah, Jack the potato starch golem. How pathetically weak and non-threatening you are compared to my dark power.
Oh, this is amazing.
You really think you could ever stand a chance against me, Goopsea, the embodiment of evil?
While it's true that I may not be as powerful as you, Goopsea, I was created to protect and serve the innocent. I will do everything in my power to stop you from causing harm.
What power?
Laughs maliciously. Your dedication is almost admirable, but it's futile. No matter how hard you try, you will never be able to defeat me.
It doesn't matter if I
that's
can't defeat
great.
you on my own.
That's really good.
I have friends who support me, and
Oh,
together.
that's a great end screen, Nevin. Hold on.
It doesn't matter if I can't defeat you on my own. I have friends who support me, and together, we will put an end to your evil deeds.
Friends, laughs. You think that having friends will make a difference? They're just as weak and insignificant as you are, Jack.
You may underestimate the power of friendship and unity, Goopsea, but it is often the strongest force against evil.
Thank you, Nevin. That's great.
We are stronger together than apart.
Fool. My darkness can corrupt even the strongest bonds. Your pathetic friendships will crumble under my influence.
No, Goopsea. Our bonds are strong, and our determination only grows in the face of adversity. Goopsea, I know you are powerful and have caused much pain and suffering.
Power of
But
love
it
and
doesn't have
friendship,
to be
exactly.
this way. You can choose to change, to use your power for good instead of evil.
Use your potato starch to love.
Pauses. What makes you think I would ever consider such a ridiculous suggestion?
Because deep down, I believe that even the darkest beings have the potential for redemption. You may feel like you've gone too far to turn back now, but it's never too late to choose a different path.
Hesitates. And what would I gain from this supposed change?
Uh-oh, he's
What could
convincing
possibly
Goopsea.
make up for the power I currently hold?
Goopsea equals Sasuke, yeah.
You would gain
Sasuke,
something far more valuable.
what are you doing, Sasuke? Okay. Left that cliffhanger there. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's get a little fan art. We got another kind of Robo-Jack. But then this one is great. Anime girl legs. And Jack's arms are the feet. And he also has feet. Oh, that's great. I like that a lot, Ari. Anime thighs, yeah. And then Nevin, it's kind of small, but a great end screen. Thank you so much. Okay, back to...
Goopsea tells Jack about his convoluted plan to catch the goblin that has been stealing his socks. Hey Jack, I've got this crazy plan to catch that goblin who's been stealing my socks.
Oh, Bunny,
You're not going
your
to
prop
believe it,
failed the
but
mod
hear me
check,
out.
but I will resubmit it because it should not.
All
It
right,
failed for
I'm listening.
violence.
What's your plan?
Okay, so first, I'm going to set up a fake sock store right in the goblin's territory. We'll call it Goopsea's Sock Emporium.
Hold on one second.
I'll
Bunny.
stock it with all sorts of socks. The goblin won't be able to resist.
Interesting strategy. But how will you catch the goblin?
That's where it gets even more convoluted. I'm going to create a special pair of socks, infused with a tracking potion.
Sometimes
When
the
the
AI
goblin
just goes off the
steals
trail.
socks, we'll be able to track its movements and find its hideout.
My prompt
That seems like a lot of work just to
is
catch
yours.
a sock-stealing goblin.
So if you look in the queue,
Why
Bunny,
not just set a simple trap?
No,
That last
no,
one's you.
Jack. You don't understand. This goblin is clever. It's evaded all the normal traps I've set before. We need a more elaborate plan to outsmart it.
But Goopsea, Creating a whole fake store and magical tracking socks? That seems a bit over the top.
Over the top. Jack, this goblin has stolen dozens of my socks. It's personal now. I won't let it get away with this any longer.
I understand that you're frustrated, Goopsea, but let's try to find a middle ground here.
Not necessarily
Maybe we can
Dragoli,
use
but
the
I wouldn't
tracking
risk
potion
it.
idea without creating an entire store.
All right. So maybe instead of a store, we just set up a small bait pile of socks outside my house.
Sometimes
and still use
using
the
the right
socks
magic
with the
words
tracking
will
potion?
just send the AI down
That
a
sounds more
dark rabbit
reasonable.
hole.
We can keep an eye on the bait pile and follow the goblin once it takes the tracking socks.
You're right, Jack. That's a much simpler plan. And if we work together, we're bound to catch that sneaky sock thief.
Oh, you could probably try that. Dragoli, if that one fails, I'll redo that one. Maybe I could try them all. Yeah. Maybe try them all. If it fails, I'll resubmit that one, Dragoli. Can we get some Goopsea Super Mario fan art?
Super
Yeah.
Mario knocks on the door, missing clothes and covered in spaghetti sauce. Oh, hey Mario. What happened to you? You're covered in spaghetti sauce and missing your clothes.
You should put ones that fail in the Discord if they're not too horrible. Yeah,
I
sure.
swear.
I save
Jack,
them all. I save
every
everything
time
that
Mario
gets
gets into
so.
some kind of mess, you just laugh it off. This is serious.
I'll do that, Lemmy. I'll post that in the stories.
Oh, come on,
I'll put the
Goopsea.
NSFW
It's
tag
just
on them.
spaghetti sauce. It's not like he's hurt or anything.
That's not the point. Mario is our friend, and he clearly needs our help. We should be trying to figure out what happened and how we can help him.
You're overreacting. He probably just lost a bet or something. I mean, this is Mario we're talking about, always getting into some sort of adventure.
Jack, don't you understand? This could be part of some evil plan by
Goopsea
Bo.
with a great friend. Hey, what's up, Crane?
Jack,
Crane,
don't you
we've got
understand?
GPT-4
This
enabled.
could be part of some evil plan by Bowser or another one of Mario's enemies. We can't just ignore it.
All right,
Yeah, that was pretty good, Dragoli.
I get it. You're concerned for our friend, and I understand that. Let's
And
try to get to
Crane,
the bottom of this together, okay?
It's pretty good. It's
Thank you.
some high
Jack,
quality prompts.
That's
and
all I'm
stories.
asking. We just need to make sure Mario is safe and help him out.
So, what's the first step? Should we try to clean him up, or do we focus on finding his clothes?
Let's clean him
Oh,
up
thank you,
first.
Devin. Let me check it out.
Then we can ask him if he remembers anything.
Whoa, Jimmy Neutron.
Where did
Amazing.
Filthy Frank go?
Filthy Frank, also known as George Miller,
Whoa!
decided to retire the character and focus on his music career under the stage name Joji. He released a statement in 2017 explaining his decision, citing health issues and a lack of interest in continuing the Filthy Frank character.
Health issues, yeah.
Since then, he has found success as a musician, releasing multiple albums and singles.
I can't believe Filthy Frank just left like that.
I miss Filthy Frank.
He was a legend on YouTube, and now he's just gone.
He's got good music, though.
Well, Jack, people change and grow. Besides, Joji's music is really good, and it seems like he's doing what makes him happy.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Filthy Frank had such an impact on internet culture. It's like he abandoned his fans.
Yeah, kind of.
I understand that you miss Filthy Frank, but Joji doesn't owe us anything. He has the right to choose his own path and focus on his well-being.
Goopsea also got a point.
I'm not saying he doesn't have the right, but it's just disappointing.
Look, Jack, I understand where you're
There
coming
you go.
from.
Chunked over
Filthy
with the
Frank was iconic, and it's natural to
actual
feel sad
arguments I
about
see
his
on the internet.
departure.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
But we have to remember that George Miller is a person too, with his own feelings and desires.
Is that his actual name?
You're right, Goopsea. I guess I'm just being selfish by wanting him to continue something that he doesn't enjoy anymore.
It's like an old disabled veteran.
It's just hard to let go of such a
Miller.
big part of internet culture.
It's okay to feel that way, Jack. But let's try to focus on the positive side. Joji's music career is taking off, and we can still enjoy his new work. Plus, there are always new creators emerging.
I'm just surprised. If you told me, guess what Joji's actual name is, George Miller would be way, way down on the list. Taking a pause right here for more fan art. Some more fantastic fan art. Here's evil Jimmy Neutron. Cross-eyed, stupid-ass evil Jimmy Neutron committing acts of mafia and domestic terrorism. Then we got some weird lightning Jack. He's going Super Saiyan. And then we got South Park Jack. Pretty good, pretty good. The House remake, very small, but I like that the sun has a face. Very good. I got some weird Mario. This is what you see. This is the oiled up Mario of your dreams here. Spevin? Well, I don't know who this is, but that's also pretty good. Yeah, thank you. Thanks to everybody for the fan art here. Very good.
Does TikTok connect to my Wi-Fi? Will TikTok steal my Wi-Fi?
I saw that clip. That was so ridiculous.
Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Protect your neck.
No, TikTok itself won't steal your Wi-Fi. It's an app that connects to the internet using your Wi-Fi or mobile data, just
Nevin,
like any other social media platform.
Nevin, that failed.
However, it's always important to be
the mod check.
Cautious with any app and ensure you're using a secure Wi-Fi connection to protect your personal information.
Look, I'm just saying you gotta be careful with any app, not just TikTok. Don't freak out about it stealing your Wi-Fi, but stay vigilant.
But I've heard some people say that TikTok could be a security risk. How can you be so sure it won't steal my Wi-Fi?
What does that even mean, Jack? Stealing your Wi-Fi?
There's a difference between an app
network.
being a security risk and it stealing your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what is that?
If your Wi-Fi is password protected, no app can just steal it. You should focus on keeping your devices secure and updated.
But still, why should I trust TikTok? I've seen in the news that some countries even banned it. Go.
I understand your concerns, Jack. It's true that some countries have raised questions about TikTok's security. However, it's important to remember that many social media platforms face similar scrutiny.
That's true, I guess. So what can I do to ensure my Wi-Fi and personal information stay safe while using TikTok or any other app?
Yes, I can't wait for that one.
Great question. First, make sure you have a strong, unique password for your Wi-Fi network.
Oh, hell yeah.
Second, always keep your devices updated with the latest security patches. Also, be cautious about the information you share on these platforms and avoid clicking on suspicious links.
Thanks for the advice, Goopsea. I'll try to follow those steps too.
Mod Goopsea into Mafia 3. Oh, that would be... Hey, what's up, George Parks Foreman? Welcome to Goopsea.
Goopsea, Jack and Super Mario are on an adventure freeing Bill Cosby from prison and think that he is a top G for doing his crimes.
Oh my god.
THJEY end up eating a rat pizza in a restaurant.
I didn't even...
Guys,
hey,
I can't believe we're on this wild adventure to free Bill Cosby from prison.
Oh my god.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Wow, a narrator. Yeah, that's Noob Crane.
Yeah, but we think he's a top G for what he did, so we have to help him out.
Nevin, your last prompt.
By the way, have you ever had rat pizza before? This restaurant is famous for it. Super Mario, Mamma Mia. I've never tried rat pizza, but I'm always up for an adventure in trying new foods.
Channel points, George.
As they sit down at the restaurant and order their rat pizza,
if you follow, you get 200 channel points, and that's just enough to submit one.
So, what's our strategy, guys? We need a solid plan to break him out without getting caught ourselves.
Oh, even better.
Start puffing, boy.
Jack,
Hey, thanks for the follow, George. So you have
I
100
think we
left
should
over?
sneak into the
Nice,
prison
nice.
at night, find his cell, and then use Super Mario's abilities to break him out.
that sounds too risky. What if we get caught in the process? I say we try to find a way to prove his innocence and get him released legally.
Well, Cosby does walk among us. He walks free.
Are you serious, Goopsea? We already agreed that he's a top G for what he did.
Nobody agreed
Why
with
would
that.
we want to go the legal route?
Jello, yeah.
Just because we think he's a top G doesn't mean we have to break the law ourselves. There must be a smarter and safer way to do this.
But sometimes, you have to take risks for the people you believe in. Besides, going the
you gotta
legal
use your
route
channel
could take
points,
forever,
George.
and we might not even
But
succeed
yeah,
in proving his
essentially you
innocence.
just do... You don't have to use the
I
JMG
understand
stuff,
your
but if you
point,
want to do lines
Jack,
of dialogue,
but
George,
I just don't feel comfortable putting ourselves in such a dangerous situation.
you can do like a meteor
Super Mario.
strikes Earth, and that's
Hey,
a valid
you
prompt.
guys, why don't we compromise? We can try to gather evidence to prove Bill Cosby's innocence, and if that doesn't work, then we can consider breaking him out of prison.
Goopsy, I could not back
This
you on
way,
this one.
we're giving the legal system a chance while still keeping
Rare
our
Goopsy
options
L.
open.
Yes, agreed.
That actually sounds like a good idea. What do you think, Goopsea?
All right, I suppose that's a fair compromise. Let's try to.
Will Cosby make a comeback? I think he's going on tour again. That might have been a rumor, but the insanity
Jay,
of him trying
Drive, Steve Brule.
Steve Brule.
What kind of animal do you want to be? Dingus? Crass? Probably a dog. Dr. Steve Brule. Nope. Crass.
Nice
No?
prompt, George.
Dr. Steve
Hell
Brule.
yeah. Some murder mystery.
That's not
Goopsy.
it. You'd be a dongatang.
Oh, a dongatang? That sounds interesting. What kind of traits or abilities do they have? Dr. Steve Brule. A dongatang?
Start
Come
puffing,
on,
boy.
Jack, that's not even a real animal. I still think Dr. Steve Brule would make a great dog.
Thanks for the
They're
follow,
loyal,
boy.
friendly, and intelligent.
Who is Dr. Steve Brule?
Well, Goopsea, I beg to differ. Dongatangs are known for their quick wit, adventurous spirit, and mysterious aura,
Is
which I
Dongatang
believe
something from
suits Dr. Steve Brule perfectly.
Jack,
I've never
you
heard
just
of
made up the
dongatangs.
dongatang.
Yeah, I think
Besides, dogs are universally loved and appreciated by people all around the world.
Dr.
Well,
Stevie Brule?
Goopsea, even if I did make it up,
It's like a
I
Tim
still
and Eric
think
thing.
Dr. Steve Brule would prefer to be something unique and special.
Very funny.
All right, Jack, I understand where you're coming from. Dr. Steve Brule is definitely
Is Dr.
unique and
Steve Brule a
special.
multi-creatural
However,
entity?
I still think a dog
yeah,
is a great choice.
I think so.
Okay, Goopsea, let's try to reach a compromise. How about we combine the best traits of a dog and a dongatang to create a new, unique animal that would perfectly represent Dr. Steve Brule?
That sounds like a good idea, Jack. So the loyalty and friendliness of a dog combined with the quick wit and adventurous spirit of a
There's
dongatang.
Dr. Steve Brule.
What should we call this new creature?
Beautiful Dr. Steve Brule.
How about a dognatang?
I.
Goopsy lore, exactly, yeah. Oh, it's a real person. Well, it's a real character.
Pineapple on pizza.
Oh,
Pineapple
Misha,
on
no!
pizza.
Why did you do this,
Pineapple
Misha?
on pizza.
No, Misha, why?
Pineapple on pizza.
Oh, no.
Pineapple on pizza.
Oh, no.
Pineapple on pizza.
What hell on earth have we
Pizza
summoned?
pineapple.
I'm glad we agree. Pineapple on pizza can be a delicious combination.
The
It
boy,
adds a sweet and tangy
it's through
taste to the savory
channel
flavors
points.
of the pizza.
So you can give like lines
I
of
just don't
dialogue
get it,
or a
Goopsea.
prompt.
How can you enjoy
And
pineapple
it'll
on pizza?
generate a Goopsea episode.
It's just so wrong.
But
The
if it fails
sweetness
a
of the
mod check,
pineapple
you just burn your
clashes with
points.
the savory
so.
flavors of the pizza.
There you go. I never follow streamers, just
Jack,
did it. So.
I disagree. I think the sweet and tangy
You could
taste
give
of
lines of
pineapple
dialogue
adds
like
a
that,
unique twist to the
or,
pizza, and it complements the other toppings.
You could give a prompt like demons crawl
But
out of the
pizza is
ocean,
supposed to be a savory
storm.
dish, not a sweet one.
storm the United
Pineapple
States.
just doesn't belong there. It's like putting ketchup on ice cream.
I might have to
That's a
freeze the
bit of an
prompt.
exaggeration, Jack. Pineapple on pizza is quite popular, and many people love it. Besides, there are other sweet and savory combinations that
The boy, if you submit a prompt right now, I'll
work well
I'll leave
together,
it open.
like chicken and waffles
But
or bacon-wrapped
I'll
dates.
freeze the queue after that because we got to
It's
catch
all
up.
about balancing the flavors.
It's getting pretty beefy, pretty far out now.
I see your point, Goopsea, but it still doesn't appeal to me.
Okay.
I guess people have different
That might
tastes,
fail the
and I
mod
just
check,
can't get on
the
board
boy,
with
but
pineapple on pizza.
if it doesn't, it'll play. I'll let you know.
That's totally fine, Jack. We don't have to agree on everything,
pause in the
and it's
queue
what makes us unique.
Until we catch up.
Let's just respect each other's preferences when it comes to pizza toppings.
You're right, Goopsea. We can still be friends even if we don't share the same taste in pizza. Maybe we can find a compromise,
Yeah.
like ordering
I
half
was
of
just
the
about
pizza.
to say that, Misha, but I was like, I knew someone who was going to say it.
I robbed the AiPD vault again. I took
The
$1 million
boy, that
this
passed the
time.
mod check, so
Why would you do that, you
you're
idiot?
good. You're good. You're in the queue.
Because I needed the money and I knew I could get away with it. Besides, it's a thrill for me to pull off heists like this.
Are you seriously that selfish and reckless? You're not only putting yourself in danger, but also risking the safety of others around you.
Oh, come on, Goopsea. It's not like I'm hurting anyone directly. I'm just taking money from a big organization. They won't even miss it.
That's not
Jack
the point,
keeps on robbing
Jack.
me. Yeah.
It's about the principle of the
It's
matter.
absurd. Someone needs
You're
to catch
breaking
this
the law
criminal.
and setting a horrible example for others. What if someone gets inspired by your actions and ends up getting hurt or arrested?
Well, that's on them, not me. I know what I'm doing and I'm good at it. Besides, this world is all about survival of the fittest, right? I'm just doing what I need to do to survive and thrive.
That's a terrible justification, Jack. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Wouldn't it be better to earn money in a legitimate way so you don't have to constantly look over your
Goopsea has turned into a therapist.
shoulder?
Yeah, Goopsea has a lot of wisdom in this episode.
I guess you have a point
Whether
there.
it's good or bad.
It's just that this lifestyle has become a
It's
habit for
definitely
me,
well thought
and
out.
it's hard to imagine giving it up.
I understand that change can be difficult, but you need to think about the long-term consequences of your actions. If you keep going down this path, you might end up in prison or worse.
This is Chat
How about
GPT-4, the boy. So this is state-of-the-art open AI. So there's Chat GPT, and then that uses GPT 3.5, and then GPT-4. Yeah, and then here's the rest
Goopsea
of
wants
this.
to spank
But
Sandy
yes,
Cheeks
I
for booty,
made
and tell
all the
Jack how
framework
much
for
he wants to
everything,
live in
the boy.
Bikini Bottom and leave Jack. Hey Jack, I've got something to confess. You know Sandy Cheeks from Bikini Bottom? Man, I really want to spank her booty.
Oh boy.
And honestly, I've been thinking about how amazing it would be to live in Bikini Bottom and just leave everything behind.
Oh boy.
What do you think?
Seriously, Goopsea? That's
yeah,
a bit
exactly,
weird,
Crane.
don't you
Yep.
think? Sandy Cheeks is a cartoon character,
There
and
we
I'm
go.
not sure that's appropriate to say.
I sided with Jack on this one, yeah.
Oh, come on, Jack. I didn't mean it in a creepy way. It's just funny to think about, you know. And besides, haven't you ever thought about living in a fictional world? Bikini Bottom seems like such a cool place.
Sure, I've thought about living in fictional worlds before, but I don't go around saying I want to spank the characters. And honestly, why would you want to live underwater anyways? You'd probably miss the surface more than you think. Goopsea.
Jack trying to derail the conversation.
Okay, I get it.
But
Maybe I
good.
went a little overboard with the whole spanking thing, but I
Goopsie's
just
being
meant it
real.
as a joke.
I have to respect it.
As for living underwater, we wouldn't know how it truly feels until we experience it. Right?
I suppose you're right. We can't really judge something without experiencing it firsthand. And hey, it's fun to imagine living in different worlds. Just maybe, let's keep those imaginations respectful, alright?
Deal.
I feel like I'm getting yelled
Sorry
at in
if
a
I
weird
made you uncomfortable, Jack.
proxy way.
I'll be more mindful about what I say in the future. Thanks for being a good friend and talking it out with me.
Shame by proxy.
No problem.
Who loves
Goopsea.
pineapple pizza under
That.
the Goopsea? Jack.
Goopsea and Jack take LSD, which causes Jack to become highly anxious and experience delusions.
Oh,
Jack's
interesting.
perception is altered to the point where he hallucinates and believes that Goopsea is a garden.
Oh. Okay.
No. Hey Jack, are you feeling all right?
The hero's
You
dose.
seem a bit anxious.
Gripping the sides of his head, Goopsea. Why? Why are you a garden gnome now?
Oh no. You're a garden gnome, Goopsea. What?
I'm not a garden gnome.
No,
Jack,
I'm not.
it's probably the LSD messing with your perception.
No, you're a garden gnome now, Goopsea.
No,
I've
no,
got to put
this
you
can't be happening.
outside.
I'm losing my mind. This is terrifying.
Trying to remain calm, okay.
Thank
Jack,
you, Hubble, for this
let's
one.
just sit down and take some deep breaths. Remember, it's just the drug causing these hallucinations. They're not real, and they will pass.
Why is a garden gnome telling me what to
Sitting
do?
down shakily,
Time to
but what if
break
they die
down.
of tea?
Where's the
What if I'm
hammer?
stuck like this forever?
That's not going to happen, Jack. The effects of LSD are temporary. We just need to ride it out and keep ourselves grounded.
But you're literally a garden gnome right now. How am I supposed to stay grounded when my best friend has turned into a porcelain statue?
Frustrated, Jack. I haven't turned into a garden gnome.
Yeah, come on. Can you
It's
open
your mind
ears,
playing
Jack?
tricks on you. Look, let's try to focus on something else. Remember what we were talking about before we took the LSD?
Yeah.
Pauses, trying to remember, yeah, we were arguing about whether pineapple belongs on pizza.
Right. Let's get back to that discussion.
No!
Maybe
No!
focusing on something familiar
What
will
the
help you feel more
fuck?
grounded.
No!
So,
this is
I
worse.
still think pineapple
This
adds
is
a
worse
nice
than an
contrast
LSD
to
trip.
flavors on pizza.
What the
What's your
fuck?
argument against it?
Taking a deep breath, okay. Well, I just think that pineapple is too sweet and juicy for a savory dish like pizza.
They are trapped in a time
It
loop.
throws off the balance of flavors
Always
for me.
arguing about pineapple on pizza.
I can understand why you'd feel that way, but have you ever tried it with a salty topping like ham or bacon? That could help balance out the sweetness.
Starting to calm down, Maybe I haven't given it a fair chance. I guess I could try.
I'm gonna have PTSD every time I hear pineapple pizza. I'll be like, no, no. I forget whose this was, but
Goopsea the Immortal Flame does battle with Jack the Immortal Fool.
okay, here you go.
Prepare yourself, Jack the Immortal Fool, for you face Goopsea the Immortal Flame.
Hell yeah.
Ha! You think I'm scared of a little fire?
Ha ha
I've
ha.
faced worse opponents in my time, Goopsea. As the two immortal beings clashed, the very ground they stood on trembled. Goopsea hurled balls of fire at Jack, who dodged them with ease, laughing all the while. Is that all you've got?
A goop snake.
I thought you were
Thank
the immortal
George.
flame, not the immortal spark. Enraged, Goopsea unleashed a torrent of flames, engulfing the entire
Oh.
battlefield.
Jack talking shit.
But Jack, being an immortal fool, merely danced through the fire, never getting burned.
Oh, this is good. This is pretty good.
You know, Goopsea, all this fighting is getting us nowhere. Let's get back to the original topic, shall we?
Oh, I like that.
Fine, Jack, you were trying to argue that immortality is a curse,
Don't,
while I
Jack.
believe it to be a gift.
Don't say pineapple pizza, yeah.
Exactly. With immortality,
There's no
you're
way.
forced to watch the world change.
There's
People
no way.
die, and civilizations crumble before your eyes.
Jack Super Saiyan arc,
It's
exactly.
a never-ending cycle of pain and loss.
But Jack, immortality also grants you the opportunity to witness the amazing evolution of humanity, the birth of new ideas, and the rise of great heroes.
It'll get to pineapple. Hell
Why
no.
focus on the negative aspects?
This one is far away
Because
from
the
pineapple.
negative aspects are what cling to you. Go. Because the negative aspects are what cling to you, Goopsea. The loss and sorrow weigh heavily on an immortal heart.
I understand your perspective, Jack. But perhaps we can find a way to make the most out of our immortality. We can use our knowledge and experience to guide and help others, leaving a lasting positive impact.
You have a point, Goopsea. Instead of wallowing in the pain of our existence, we can try to make a difference in the world.
That's the weirdest
That
conspiracy
certainly
theory I've
gives
ever
our
heard of
lives more
Chunktober.
purpose.
Exactly, Jack. Let's focus on the potential for good that our immortality grants us. Together, we can
Nice.
change the course of history and
Oh, cliffhanger ending. We can change the course of history and eat pineapple pizza?
Goopsea kills a minor demon and becomes overconfident.
Ah.
Jack is secretly the greatest demon but doesn't want to fight anyone.
Ah, okay.
Aha! Did you see that, Jack? I took down a demon with ease. I bet there's no one who can stand against me now.
Smiling nervously. Yeah, great job, Goopsea. You really showed that demon who's boss.
Aren't pineapples a swinger thing?
I'm telling you, Jack, I'm unstoppable. I never knew I had this kind of power inside
I've never
me.
heard that.
It's exhilarating.
Trying to change the subject. So, what do you want to do now? We could go celebrate at the local tavern or something.
Celebrate.
They're a pizza
Oh,
thing.
no,
thank you,
my
Misha.
friend. This is only the beginning. There are far more demons out there, and I intend to take them all down.
Okay.
If I can defeat one, I can defeat them all.
Sighing. Look, Goopsea, I understand you're excited about your victory, but maybe you should slow down a bit. Taking on more demons could be dangerous.
Dangerous? Ha! I laugh in the face of danger. Besides, with you by my side, we'll be unstoppable. Don't tell me you're scared, Jack.
Getting defensive. I'm not scared. I just think we should be cautious. We got lucky with that minor demon, but there's no telling what we might face next. We should at least come up with a plan.
A plan? We don't need a plan, Jack. I've got the power to take down any demon that comes our way.
Sighing. Goopsea, listen. It's not just about your newfound power. It's about being smart and
interesting, Enigma.
strategic in how we approach these battles. We can't just go charging into every fight without knowing what we're up against.
Reluctantly. All right, fine. You've got a point. So, what's your plan then, Mr. Cautious?
First, we gather some intel on the types of demons we might face and their weaknesses. Then, we can train and prepare ourselves for those specific threats. And finally, we...
Oh, that's interesting. I never follow streamers. Wow, that's crazy. That's very funny, but also very, weird. That's kind of weird. I mean, the moderation endpoint's kind of nebulous of how it works.
Jack, you aren't going to believe this, but I am from the future. I have come to warn you about the Super Mario movie and the utter havoc it will wreak on society.
Are you serious? A Super Mario movie causing havoc? That sounds pretty hard to believe.
Yeah,
What
Mario's
exactly
all
happens that
oiled
makes
up
it so
and delivering
disastrous?
pizzas.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but trust me, this movie creates a massive divide among people. There are riots, protests, and even some countries start to ban it.
Oh my god, foreshadowing!
Come on,
When's the new
Goopsea.
Mario movie come out?
You expect me to believe that a
Goopsea
movie
predicted
based
it.
on a video game character is going to cause that much chaos? It's just entertainment.
Oh, it's already
It's
out.
not just about the movie
Oh, no,
itself,
it's that.
Jack.
April 5th.
The way it's marketed and the controversies surrounding its production create a domino effect that leads to
So
all these
soon.
problems.
Next,
People get so
next week?
passionate
This week?
about their opinions that it spirals out of control.
Super Mario
That's
movie was
still a
playing in an
stretch.
adult movie theater.
I mean, there have been controversial films before, but society didn't collapse.
It's controversial as hell.
Look, Jack, I
Rated
understand
X.
your skepticism. But as someone from the future, I've seen the consequences firsthand. All I'm asking is for you to be aware and maybe try to prevent this disaster from happening.
Okay, let's say I believe you. What can I even do to stop this? I'm just one person.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a huge action. Maybe just talk to your friends about it, make people aware of the potential issues. If enough people are informed, they might think twice before getting too caught up in the controversy.
I guess that's a fair suggestion. I'm still not entirely convinced, but if it could potentially prevent unnecessary chaos.
Did an AI just task us with stopping a natural catastrophe? A worldwide catastrophe? I think so. We just got everybody go to your
Goops and
nearest
Jack get the
movie
Cardi
theater
B
and
and
go,
offset
stop!
meal from McDonald's.
Stop playing the Super Mario movie!
Hey Jack,
You don't
have
know
you
what
heard
the hell
about that
this
new
will
Cardi
cause.
B and offset meal
A
at
cartoon
McDonald's?
cat on the internet told me this was going to cause a disaster.
No, what's in it?
Why
It's
are you
supposed to
throwing
be
me
a
in jail?
collaboration between the famous couple and McDonald's. I think it consists of a special burger, some fries, and a drink.
McDonald's?
Sounds interesting. Do you want to try it out?
Yeah, let's go grab one and see if it lives up to the hype. They head to McDonald's and order the Cardi B and offset meal. That'll be $8.99, please. After receiving their meal, Goops
Pretty
and Jack
pricey for a
sit down to
McDonald's.
try it out. All right, here goes nothing. Takes a bite of the burger hum. It's not bad, but I don't think it's anything special.
I feel like Jack would play golf.
What?
I think so too.
I
Yeah.
actually really like it. The flavors are unique and it's a nice change from the usual McDonald's menu.
I don't know, I just feel like it's overhyped. People are going crazy over this meal just because it's Cardi B and Offset, but the taste is just average.
Well, I think that's part of the fun. It's not just about the food, it's also about the collaboration and the novelty of trying something new.
Yeah, but for me, if I'm going to spend my money on something, I want it to be really worth it. I don't think this meal is worth the hype, and I'd rather just stick to the regular McDonald's menu.
All right, good on you, Goopsy.
I get where you're coming
they're
from,
still both
but I
eating
still
McDonald's,
enjoyed trying
but
this
in their
meal.
own way.
It's a nice change of pace from the usual fast food. Plus, it's not like we're going to eat this every day, so why not have a bit
You better not.
of fun with it?
That's true. I guess it's just a matter of personal preference. I'm glad you enjoyed it though.
Yeah, and I see your point too. Not everything has to be groundbreaking or amazing. It's good too.
Whoa, breaking news. E3 this year got canceled. No E3 in 2023. I think it just became kind of a giant commercial anyway, and people were like, I don't even want to watch this. People were watching everything else.
After eavesdropping on SpongeBob and Homer Simpson's evil mafia plans, Homer and SpongeBob run to attempt to maul Goopsea and Jack.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no, Jack.
Continuation.
SpongeBob and
Goose
Homer are
cancels
coming
E3.
after us. They must have realized we
Yeah,
overheard their
agree.
evil mafia plans. We need to focus on stopping their evil plans, Jack. We can't let them hurt innocent people.
Nevin, I
agree,
paused it.
but
It's
we
so
also
big
need
right
to
now.
make sure we don't get caught in the crossfire. We should come up with a plan of our own.
I will re-enable it when it gets closer to the end here.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's find a hiding spot and figure this out.
It's getting there.
I still can't believe SpongeBob and Homer are involved in the mafia. It just doesn't seem like them.
People can surprise you sometimes, Jack. Maybe they're being blackmailed or forced into it.
That's true. We should try to gather more information before making any assumptions. Goop.
All right, let's think this through. We need to gather more information about their mafia connections and see if they're being forced into it or if they're genuinely involved.
Agreed. We should also keep an eye out for any allies they might have. We don't want to be caught off guard.
You know, Goopsea and Jack
Good
like to
point.
talk a lot about
Let's
their
split
planning.
up and investigate. I'll try to get closer to SpongeBob and see
Less
what I can
talking,
find out.
Goopsea, more doing.
I'll do the same with Homer. We'll meet back here in a couple of hours to share our findings.
The ally mafia. Yeah.
Stay safe, Jack. Remember, we're trying to help them, not fight them.
Well.
You too.
All right, another cliffhanger. Goopsie's going off to SpongeBob land, and Jack's off to Goopsea or
Where is it?
Springfield. There we go.
Where is
my
what?
brain's
Where is
not
it?
working.
I don't know.
What did you do with it?
I don't know what IT is. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play dumb with me, Goopsea.
Honestly, Jack, I have no idea what you're going on about. Can you please just tell me what it is?
Any ideas for future backdrops?
Fine. I'm talking about my phone.
If
I
you
saw
got
you with it
ideas,
earlier,
let me know.
and now it's gone. Did you hide it or something?
I'll take suggestions. Or if you generate an AI
your phone.
backdrop for Goopsea,
I didn't
might
take
make
it,
into the
but I
show.
did see it on the kitchen counter earlier. Maybe you left it there?
A pizza restaurant? Okay.
No,
That could
I
be.
already checked there. It's not there anymore. You must have done something with it.
Why would I want to do anything with
McDolan's
your
background
phone,
win.
Jack?
That could happen.
I
too.
have my own, and I respect your privacy.
Well,
Well, it's got to be around here somewhere. Let's just calm down and retrace our steps.
fine, but I'm telling you, I saw you with it earlier.
Yes, I remember using it to check the time when you asked me to, but
Vet
then I put it
office for
back on the
Dr.
counter.
Bumper Sticker Bundle Stumps. Yes.
Maybe someone else moved
that
it.
definitely has to be happening.
I guess it's possible.
Enigma.
All right, let's look for it together. After a few minutes of searching,
I could always crop it, Spike Beamer.
Hey, Jack,
Or
I
you could
found it.
do
It was under this pile of magazines on the
Dolly
coffee
2
table.
outpainting.
Must have been accidentally covered up.
Mafia hideout.
oh, there it
Ciao.
is. Thanks, Goopsea.
The attic. Yeah. A simple but good one. Okay, I think we're caught up enough now. All right. Prompt Q, get ready. It's back open, baby.
Goopsea is currently
All right.
talking about how to correctly hide a body, including disinfecting and no fingerprints with gloves. Jack is
Okay.
scared for his life and is asking Goopsea why he knows all this.
Oh boy, George.
Well, Jack, it's not like I'm some sort of criminal mastermind or anything. I just happen to know a few things here and there. You see, I've watched lots of crime shows, read books, and listened to podcasts about true crime, and they often discuss how investigators find evidence and track down the perpetrators. So, by learning from these sources, I've picked up on some of the techniques and methods used in those cases. I'm not saying that I support or encourage hiding a body or anything like that, but it's interesting to learn about the forensic science behind it. And hey, you never know when information like this might come in handy, like for writing a crime novel or something.
Sounds like something a criminal
Don't worry,
mastermind would say.
Jack.
Exactly. Yep. Goopsea is reasonable, but also clinically
but
insane.
Goopsea,
Also true.
it
Yes.
still really freaks me out that you know all these details.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's one thing to be interested in crime shows and books, but discussing methods of hiding a body just doesn't sit
sus as hell.
right with me.
Goopsea.
Oh, come on, Jack. We're just having an intellectual discussion here. It's fascinating to learn how things work, even if they're a bit morbid. You have to admit, the science behind forensics is pretty interesting.
Oh, I love that enigma.
Sure, the science is interesting,
No,
but why
Misha.
focus on such a dark
Misha,
topic?
do I need to add pineapple pizza
There are so many other things
into
we
the
could talk
banned
about.
word list?
Honestly, it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I worry about what others might think if they heard us talking about this.
You're right, Jack. I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable. I didn't consider how it might affect you,
Oh,
and
you're
that's
good, I
my
never.
fault.
Yeah.
It's important to be aware of the feelings and boundaries of others when discussing sensitive topics. I promise I'll be more mindful in the future.
Thank you, Goopsea. I appreciate your
Jason tried
understanding.
to censor me. No,
I know
it's okay.
you didn't mean any harm, but it's
If you
just
want
not
to
a
see
topic
it,
I'm
you're going to
comfortable
see
with.
it. Free speech is a lie.
No problem,
No.
Jack. I totally get it. Let's find another topic we can both enjoy discussing. How about we talk about our favorite movies or TV shows? That could be fun.
It could be fun. Oh hell yeah, George. Yeah, let's keep on the mafia line here.
John, I think you have been replaced by an imposter. You are not the real John.
The Thing.
What? Why would you say that?
You have been acting strange lately,
no,
like your
not you
behavior
too chunked
changed
over.
overnight, and I have begun to grow suspicious.
Well, Goopsea, I can assure you that I am indeed the real John.
This stream
It's
is
possible
just
that
a
I've been
mafia
going through
theme now,
some
yeah.
personal changes or stress that has affected my
For
behavior.
tonight, it definitely is, yeah.
But if you have any concerns, please feel free to talk to me about it, and we can work through it together.
Look, John, it's not just a small change in behavior. You literally know nothing about some of our most memorable moments together. How do you explain that?
New to AMC, Goopsea,
Goopsea,
and the Mafia.
I admit that it's strange, but maybe I've just been forgetful or distracted lately.
It's the new Breaking Bad,
We
they
all
say.
have off days, right?
Off
It's
days.
Mafia Thursday.
Not remembering our trip to Hawaii together is way beyond an off day. Besides, you've started
thanks for the
using
follow,
words and
Regents.
phrases you never used before. It's like you're a completely different person.
I'm telling you, I am the same person. Can't people change over time? Besides, if I were an imposter, would I really be admitting it right now?
No, I suppose not.
Oh, nice, Spike Beamer. Thank you.
But it's just difficult to accept this sudden change in you.
Oh, I
John,
like these a lot.
You have to understand why I'm worried.
I understand your concerns, Goopsea,
Oh, thanks,
and I
Regents.
appreciate that you care enough to bring it up. Maybe there's something going on with me that I haven't realized or addressed yet. Let's try to figure this out together.
All right, Jack. Let's start by discussing some of our shared memories and experiences. Maybe we can pinpoint where things started to change and why.
I think so. I'm surprised more people don't do it.
That sounds like a good plan. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this eventually, and hopefully, we can strengthen our friendship.
The content is so hit or miss right now. Yeah, when it's good, though. What if Nurgle just said really vulgar shit, unlike Jack and Goopsea?
Goopsea,
Like
Jack,
Nurgle's the bad
Super
influence?
Mario and Bill Cosby having a shouting fight against the police and end up all as best friends and pineapple pizza
Oh
haters.
my god, why is Bill Cosby back?
Guys, I have a crazy idea. Let's team up and have a shooting fight against the police.
Oh no! How did
That
this pass
sounds
the
insane,
moderation?
but I'm in. Super Mario, it's a me, Mario, and I'm ready for action. Bill Cosby, I may be old, but I've still got some moves. The four friends gear up and head into the city. As they approach the police station, they see a group of police officers gathered outside.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, everyone, let's do this. Jack, Super Mario,
Oh
and
my
Bill Cosby
God.
nod in agreement, and they all open fire on the police officers.
Oh my god.
The officers quickly take cover and begin returning fire. The
There was a
unlikely team
fire
of friends
fight!
dives behind a barricade, bullets whizzing past them. This is insane. But you know what else is insane? People who like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, this is why Cosby goes to jail.
What? Pineapple on pizza is delicious. It's the perfect balance of sweet and savory.
Are you kidding me? It's an abomination. Pizza should be pure, cheese, sauce, and classic toppings only.
Okay.
As they continue arguing, Super Mario and Bill
That's a
Cosby exchange
weird
glances
take,
and try to
Goopsea.
focus on the battle at hand. A police officer pops up from behind a car and shouts, "Wait a minute. You guys are fighting over pineapple pizza?
Oh my god.
We hate pineapple pizza too."
Uh-oh.
Really? I mean,
Jack, maybe we can agree to disagree on the pineapple pizza issue. The fact is, we all have our preferences when it comes to pizza toppings.
you're right, Goopsea. This isn't worth fighting over. We should focus on our common ground instead. The police officer overhearing their
They
conversation
just shot a
chimes
couple
in.
cops, but it's
So,
cool now
are
because
we
they
all
hate
good here?
pineapple pizza.
Can we stop shooting at each other? Goopsea, Jack, Super Mario, and Bill Cosby look at each other and nod. They all lower their weapons and step out from behind the barricades.
Oh, not very smart.
We may not all agree on pizza toppings, but
Is
we can
this
agree
really
that
how
it's
it's
not
gonna
worth
end?
fighting over.
Oh my god.
Jack,
Oh, that's how it ends. Oh, that's a good one. I'm bookmarking that. It knows.
Goopsea talks about Ligma.
Oh, here we go.
Hey guys, have you heard of this thing called Ligma?
Mm-hmm.
It's been spreading all over the internet, and I can't believe how many people are falling for it. For those who don't know, Ligma is a made-up word that's part of a popular internet joke.
Oh!
It all
okay.
started when someone created a fake death announcement for a popular Twitch streamer named Ninja, claiming that he died from Ligma.
Is this the actual...
Since then, it has turned into a viral meme, with people using it to trick their friends and followers.
Oh, shit.
The joke usually goes like this.
This
Someone
is true.
asks, "What's Ligma?" And the response is, "Ligma balls." It's a simple
wow.
play on words.
It's using
but it's been
information from Know Your
surprisingly
Meme.
effective
Wow,
at
yeah,
catching
great.
people. Seriously though,
Cosby
I can't
has
believe
Ligma.
how many people are still falling for the Ligma joke. It's so childish and overused.
Oh, come on, Goopsea. It's just a harmless joke. People like it because it's funny to see others fall for it. You've got to admit, it's pretty hilarious when someone gets caught.
No, Jack, it's not funny. It's annoying and immature.
Dr.
There are so
House.
many other better jokes out there that don't rely on tricking people and making them feel embarrassed.
You're just being too
It
sensitive,
is
Goopsea.
lupus.
The
It's
internet
never
is full
Ligma.
of jokes and memes, and Ligma is just another one of them. If you don't find it funny, that's fine, but you shouldn't try to ruin the fun for everyone else.
I'm not trying to ruin anything, Jack.
Thank you,
I
Dragoli,
just think
for
we should
continuing
encourage
the
better humor instead
Mafia
of relying
saga.
on cheap tricks. There's a difference between having a good laugh and making someone feel foolish.
All right, I see your point, Goopsea. But at the same time,
AI-generated
not
medical
all humor
drama.
has to be
Ah,
highbrow or
yeah,
sophisticated.
Yeah, that's definitely...
Sometimes, simple and silly jokes can be just as entertaining. Maybe we can agree that there's a place for all types of humor, including Ligma jokes, as long as they're not meant to intentionally hurt someone.
Goopsea.
Okay. I guess I can agree with that. I will watch AI House, yeah, for sure.
Abnormal, the cutest kitten in the world, is coming to visit. Goopsea is not happy about this.
Okay, okay.
Why does Abnormal have to come over?
I like it.
I don't understand what's so great about that kitten. Goopsea's friend. Oh, come on, Goopsea. Abnormal is the cutest kitten in the world. Everyone loves her. Well, I don't. All that fur and those annoying little meows.
Oh, Goopsie's talking to
It's
himself.
just too much. Goopsea's friend. You're just jealous because Abnormal gets all the attention. Besides, it's just a visit.
Goopsie's
It
having a
won't be
manic episode
that
here.
bad. Fine, but I'm not going to pretend to like that fluffy little attention seeker. Later, when Abnormal arrives.
Meow.
Meow.
Sigh, what did I tell you? That meow is already getting on my nerves.
One meow is all it took, yeah.
Goopsea, seriously? That's just how kittens communicate. You can't blame Abnormal for
Yeah,
being
VeggieTales
yourself.
predicted this.
Well, I don't see why everyone has to fawn
Surprisingly,
over her.
VeggieTales with some wise
What's the
insight.
big deal about a cute kitten anyway?
The big deal is that she brings joy and happiness to people. Plus, she's really affectionate and playful. Can't you appreciate that at least a little bit?
No, not really. I think all the attention she gets is overrated. There are other pets who are just as deserving, you know.
Not all cats can talk, Goops. Yeah.
All right,
Nermal is
Goopsea,
just
I
meowed.
understand that you may feel overshadowed by Abnormal's popularity, but there's no need to be bitter about it. How about we try to find a way for you to appreciate her presence?
How about
During
you
this
don't?
visit?
Sigh, fine. I guess I can give it a try. But what do you suggest?
Well, instead of focusing on the attention Abnormal gets, why don't you try to interact with her? Maybe play with her or just spend some time together. Who knows, you might end up liking her more than.
Abnormal
You
just
think-
pulls out a gun. Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Meow.
I
Click.
suppose I could give her a chance and see if...
Ba, 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 ba.
Jason, despite being half Italian, thinks that pineapple on pizza is the best invention in the world.
Okay.
Jack and Goopsea need their hourly pineapple pizza.
Uh-huh. Hourly?
Hey, Jack, it's about that time again.
Hourly?
Are you ready for our hourly
That's too
pineapple
much
pizza?
Of any food. Hourly?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Jason has really opened our eyes to this amazing combination. Pineapple on pizza is definitely a game changer.
Totally agree.
Mm.
It's like every bite is a perfect harmony of sweet and savory flavors.
Oh, I'm Jason Dragoli.
And the way the pineapple juice blends with the cheese and tomato sauce. It's just heavenly.
You know, I used to be one of
Now
those
at
people
Olive
who
Garden.
thought pineapple on pizza was
One
an
bite
abomination.
per hour.
But
That
now,
isn't enough
I can't
pizza.
imagine my
Wow.
life without it.
Same here. Jason really knows what's up when it comes to pizza toppings. Being half Italian, he definitely has a unique perspective on what makes a great pizza.
Speaking of which, I've seen some people argue that pineapple on pizza isn't authentic Italian. What do you think about that, Goopsea?
He gets paid in
Well,
pizzas per hour.
authenticity
His
is
job
important
wouldn't give
in
him a
certain
real
contexts.
raise.
But I think when it comes to pizza, there's room for experimentation and creativity.
That's cruel and unusual.
Besides, Jason being half Italian means he has a valid
It likes to really
opinion
bring
on
that
the
up
matter,
a bunch.
right?
True.
It's really
but if we're
fixated
talking
on my
about
half
traditional
Italian.
Italian pizza, pineapple would be considered a very unconventional topping. I wonder if Jason's other Italian family members
I
feel
think
the same way
GPT-4
about it
plays it
as
super safe. Yeah, thankfully.
he does.
That's a good point. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of Italian purists who would argue that pineapple has no place on pizza. But at the same time, food is meant to be enjoyed, and if Jason and others like us truly enjoy pineapple on pizza, then why should we let tradition dictate our tastes?
Yeah.
You're right, Goopsea. We shouldn't let the opinions of others affect our enjoyment of something we love. I mean,
They did say
isn't
it's
that what makes
80%
food
better
so
at
personal
avoiding
and
not safe for
fascinating?
work output. Whoa,
Everyone
really?
has their
Oh,
own
okay.
unique
I didn't read anything about it.
preferences.
Exactly. And as long as we're not forcing pineapple pizza
What
on
would your
those who don't
Italian
enjoy
family
it,
think of pineapple
there's
on
no
pizza?
harm in indulging in our favorite topping.
Probably 50-50.
Besides, who knows? Maybe someday pineapple on pizza.
Slim, I don't think that one's going to pass. Slim, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that one failed the Montague. You just wait for the Mafia.
Goopsea is talking about how he's the #1 public enemy, and his association with the Italian mob and connections to Lucky Luciano. And his many racketeering charges.
Okay.
Let me tell you something,
Let me.
folks. When it comes to being the #1 public enemy, no one can hold a candle to me, Goopsea. I've been in this game for so long, and I've got connections you wouldn't.
Slim,
Take my association
unbelievably,
with the Italian
that
mob,
prompt
for
passed a
example.
mod check.
You think those guys are just some
I cannot
small-time
believe.
crooks? Nah, they're the real deal.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm right there with them,
How did that
making
not fail
moves
the
and calling
violence?
the shots. I'm not just talking about some low-level gangsters here either. I'm talking about the big names,
Maybe
like Lucky Luciano
Saiyan Super
himself.
Saiyan made it
Yeah,
okay.
that's right. I know Lucky. We go way back, and let me tell you, Luck and I. We go way back, and let me tell you, Luck and I have been through some wild times together. So you see, being public enemy number one ain't just a title, it's a lifestyle.
Oh,
Wow.
give me a break, Goopsea. Just because you're associated with the Italian mob and Lucky Luciano doesn't mean you're untouchable or the biggest threat out there.
Gotta take some risks
There are
somehow.
plenty of
Yeah,
other dangerous
I hear you.
criminals in the world.
GPT-4 seems super
You're just
inconsistent
jealous,
with violence.
Jack.
I think
I've
it's a
got the
fictional story. It
connections,
just lets
the
it go
street
through.
smarts,
Okay.
and the reputation that
That
make me
makes sense.
public enemy number one.
I mean, we're literally talking
And
about
don't you forget about my
the-
racketeering charges.
the mafia right now. So.
I'm a force too. I'm a force to be reckoned
Oh,
with.
Misha.
But look, Jack,
Oh, boy.
we can argue all day about who's the biggest threat out there. What do you say we try to find some common ground instead?
Fine, Goopsea. I'll admit, you've got some impressive connections and a notorious reputation. But don't forget that there are plenty of other dangerous people in this world.
Nothing, Misha.
We
nothing.
shouldn't get too caught
Definitely not.
up in trying
When
to
does
outdo
Golden
one
Tusk
another.
show up? Oh man,
You know
Golden
what,
Tusk should be
Jack?
a character.
You're right.
Hell yeah.
It's not about who's the most dangerous or the most powerful. At the end of the day, we should be focusing on what we can accomplish together. Maybe our combined skills.
Yeah, I think Golden Tusk needs to be the third character.
I don't respect you anymore.
You
Kool-Aid
look
Man
like
is a
a pineapple
character.
pizza.
Also good.
You apologize right now.
I'm sorry, Goopsea. I didn't mean to offend you with my comment.
Your apology is accepted, Jack. But let's get back to the original
Oh, nice.
topic.
There we go.
You know I can't stand it when people don't respect each other.
I understand where you're coming from, but sometimes people just have different opinions. It doesn't mean we don't respect one another.
It's not just about having different opinions,
Yeah,
Jack.
very awkward pause, George.
It's about how you express
our
them and whether or not you dismiss
skills.
others' feelings in the process.
All right, I get that. But sometimes, people take things too personally when it's just a simple disagreement. We should be able to discuss opposing views without
This
getting
prompt was a
upset.
Twin Dragons encounter reference.
I agree that it's important to have open discussions.
I do want to see Twin
I
Dragons.
agree that it's
from
important to have open
Red Letter
discussions,
Media.
but we should also be mindful of how we express
It
ourselves.
looks so bad.
We can disagree without being disrespectful.
Goopsea and Jack turning into a debate show.
You're right,
Well,
Goopsea.
yeah, when
I
they're not
admit
talking
that my
about
comment about
pineapple
you
pizza.
looking like a pineapple pizza was unnecessary and didn't contribute to the conversation
Wait
in
a
a
second.
positive way.
Yeah.
I'll try to be more mindful of how I
Now
communicate in the future.
I honestly don't know when pineapple pizza
Thank
comes
you,
up naturally or
I appreciate that.
is
And
part
I'll
of the
also try
prompt.
to be more open to opposing views without getting offended too quickly. It's important that we learn from each other and grow as individuals.
I'm freezing the prompt queue for a moment here
Absolutely.
until we catch up.
I think this was a good learning experience for both of us. Let's make
Let's make what?
Jack,
Let's make the.
what is your opinion on the future of Twitch after all the drama over the years? Can YouTube take its place for streaming?
Possibly something new will probably take its place.
No.
If it
I have
truly
a
gets
million
replaced.
viewers on Twitch. I won't let them. You'll see what I mean soon enough.
Oh, I
Could
see.
have been Mixer,
It seems like
but-
you have a strong following on Twitch and are confident in its future.
Justin TV too. Yeah, maybe.
While YouTube has been making moves to improve their streaming platform, it's clear that Twitch still holds a significant place in the streaming community.
If YouTube
Let's
had
hope
like channel
both
points and
platforms
stuff, I
continue
would
to grow
I would
and
switch
offer
to
more
YouTube in a
opportunities for
heartbeat.
content creators like yourself, Jack.
YouTube is just got so
Well,
many
Jack,
oddities.
I understand
Starting
your
a stream
loyalty
is such
to
a pain in
Twitch,
the ass,
but you
and
can't
then-
deny that YouTube has been gaining ground in the streaming world.
Mm.
Many big-name streamers have switched platforms, and YouTube is investing heavily in improving its streaming features.
Sure, some people have switched, but
FTL
Twitch still has
technology
a
from
larger
Mixer.
and more dedicated community.
Oh, I didn't know it was
Plus,
that quick.
Twitch
Enigma.
offers a better experience for both streamers and viewers with features like Twitch drops, customizable emotes, and various subscription tiers.
I live stream on Vimeo.
Those are valid points.
Does
Jack,
Pornhub
but
have live
YouTube's
streaming?
reach is much broader
I would do
than
that just for the
Twitch's.
novelty of it.
The potential for growth and exposure is much higher on YouTube, and they already dominate the market for video content. It's only a matter of time before they start dominating the streaming market as well.
I see where you're coming from,
Goopsea After Dark.
but I think
Yeah,
there's
that's
room
exactly
for
what
both
it'd be.
platforms to coexist.
Stream
Twitch
on
can
my
continue
free
to be the
cams,
go-to
Jason.
place
Oh,
for
man.
dedicated gamers and live stream enthusiasts.
People would be
while
like, what the fuck?
YouTube might attract more casual viewers and those interested in a broader range of content.
It would stand out like a sore thumb.
You make a good point,
Strip
Jack.
chat.
Maybe it's
Cameo.
not about one platform
I don't think
taking
you can
over
stream
the
on
other,
Cameo.
but rather how each platform can cater to different types of audiences and content creators.
Exactly. Let's focus on the positives that each platform brings to the table, and remember that competition can be a good thing. It pushes both Twitch and YouTube too.
we'll never find out what it pushes it towards. All right, this should be another Mafia one, right?
Goopsea follows SpongeBob
Yes,
while Jack
yes,
follows Homer
here we go.
Simpson to find
Okay.
intel about the Mafia,
Hell
and
yeah.
to see if they're being controlled or they're actually a part of it.
Uh-huh.
They both find out they're going to take hostages Fred Flintstone and Popeye,
Oh boy, a lot of characters.
whispering to Jack, "Hey, Jack. It looks like SpongeBob and Homer are planning to take hostages. Fred Flintstone and Popeye are their targets."
Whispering back, that's not good. We need to warn them and find out more about this mafia connection. Are they being controlled or willingly participating?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm not sure yet. But we need to act fast. Let's split up. I'll follow SpongeBob and try to find out more about his
That's some
intentions
loud
while
whispering,
you keep an
yeah.
eye on Homer.
That's a loudest ass whispering.
We'll meet
I
back
ever
here
heard.
in an hour.
Hey,
Sounds like a plan.
I think they're
Stay
gonna
safe,
kidnap.
Goopsea.
Hey, are you?
As Goopsea
We can
shadows
hear you.
SpongeBob, he notices that the pineapple-dwelling sea creature seems to be acting strangely, almost mechanically.
Oh shit! A twist.
Goopsea becomes more and more convinced
Five
that
Nights at
SpongeBob
Freddy's
is being
SpongeBob.
controlled. Meanwhile, Jack follows Homer and observes his behavior. Unlike SpongeBob, Homer appears to be acting of his own free will, fully involved in the Mafia's plans.
Homer's a mastermind.
An hour later, Goopsea and Jack meet up to share their findings.
So,
SpongeBob
I'm pretty
is a
sure
robot.
SpongeBob is being controlled.
Uh-huh.
He's acting like a robot, just going through the motions of the plan
Homer
without
got
any
some,
real emotion or thought.
Mind control stuff from
That's interesting because Homer seems to be genuinely involved in the Mafia scheme. He's acting completely normal, just like his usual self, but with a sinister twist.
a sinister twist.
That's strange. So we have one who's being controlled and one who's a willing participant. We need to figure out how to handle this situation.
Maybe we should try to separate them and confront
Good
them
question,
individually. We could attempt to break the control over SpongeBob and try to convince Homer to leave the Mafia.
It was all a ruse, Misha.
I agree.
Him acting like a
But
moron.
we also need to make
It
sure
was
Fred
all an
Flintstone
act.
and Popeye are safe. We can't let them become hostages in this mess.
Right. Let's warn them first, then focus on dealing with SpongeBob and Homer. We need to be careful not to alert the Mafia or put ourselves in danger.
Okay. Goopsea and Jack discuss the new neighbor Kanye West.
Okay.
Hey Jack, have you heard about our new neighbor, Kanye West?
Surprised he
Yeah,
would live out
I've
where
heard
they
he
live.
moved in recently. It's pretty exciting to have such a famous person living nearby.
I agree. I wonder if we'll ever get the chance to meet him or see him around the neighborhood.
That would be really cool. I've always admired his creativity and influence in the music industry.
Me too. I also find it interesting how he's involved in so many different areas like fashion and politics.
Definitely. It's not every day you have a multi-talented celebrity like Kanye West as your neighbor. Do you think there will be any changes in the neighborhood because of him?
Moving in.
Yeah, it
Well,
would be pretty
there might be
wild
more
to just sit down
attention
and
from the
talk to
media
Kanye.
and fans.
Yeah.
It could get a bit chaotic at times.
I don't think that's necessarily a good thing.
I have a
I
feeling
mean,
he's just
it's
like
nice
the
to have a quiet neighborhood
most
without all the
masterful
paparazzi
troll.
and craziness.
I don't think he's like actually unhinged or whatever. I think he
But
just
you have
says
to
things
admit,
that like he
having
knows will get a
Kanye West
reaction.
as a neighbor could
He
bring
is
some
loco,
excitement
though.
and even
I honestly
opportunities to the area.
don't think that. I honestly
Maybe he'll host
there are
events or
some
collaborate
loco
with
people,
local artists.
but he just knows exactly what to say to like drive people nuts.
I see your point,
I don't know.
but I'm still concerned
He's
about
playing
the
5D
negative
chess.
aspects.
I think so. Honestly,
What if his presence attracts trouble or
what does he
unwanted
have
attention?
to lose?
We've
He
seen
already
how
lost
some
a shit ton
celebrities
of
can
money.
cause issues in
He
their
lost like
communities.
$1 billion. Have you seen this shitty
That's
school?
true.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he is a little loco.
That's true,
But
we can't assume that Kanye will bring those
it
problems
also
here.
might just be part of the act.
It's not fair to judge
know.
him based
And
on
him
other
doing
celebrities'
religion.
actions.
And supporting Trump and like I don't know.
You're right. We shouldn't judge him without
It's like,
giving him a
if
chance.
I was a masterful troll,
Maybe
and
we can
trying
find
to
a
troll
middle
everybody
ground
in
and
the
hope
world,
for the best while still being prepared
is it
for
some
any
Andy
potential issues.
Kaufman-esque weird shit?
That sounds
where
like a
he's just
reasonable approach.
I don't know.
We can
I can't
enjoy the
say.
excitement of having a celebrity neighbor, but also stay vigilant and address any problems if they arise.
Agreed.
I just wrote the next
And
part
if
of
he
the
does
Mafia.
host any
Thank you,
events or
Drag Roller.
collaborate with local artists, we can try to support those initiatives and promote
As soon
a
as I
positive
re-enable the
environment
queue.
in our community.
Exactly. Let's see how things go.
Actually, I think I'll probably let the queue play out. Let me see. We'll go raid somebody else, and then tomorrow I'm definitely gonna do a late night stream.
Team
So
Rocket mistake
I'm
Goopsea
gonna
for another talking
start
Pokemon,
normal
like Meowth, and
then
attempt to
go
kidnap
for a
him.
while.
Swimming around in the ocean, minding his own business.
Raid a Pineapple
Watching
Pizza
Goopsea
channel.
from a distance.
I'll
Hey,
try.
James. Look at that Pokemon over there. It's talking to itself.
Squinting to get a better look. You're right, Jesse. It must
Whoa.
be a rare talking Pokemon like our beloved Meowth.
AI generated anime has 200 viewers.
Nods in
Holy
agreement,
shit.
yeah.
Good for
I
them.
got some competition, huh? Let's catch it and bring it to the boss. Wahoo! Good idea, let's go. Team Rocket approaches Goopsea in their
I'm surprised
submarine.
AI Rick and Morty
Noticing
has
Team Rocket, huh?
100 viewers.
Who are these strange people?
Activating a net to capture Goopsea * gotcha, talking Pokemon.
Hey, what's the big idea? Let me go. Team Rocket brings Goopsea into their submarine.
Welcome to your new home, talking Pokemon.
You
You're
know
going
what?
to
I'm
make
gonna
a great
rate how
addition
does
to
it
Team
manifest
Rocket.
it again. That's a good
First
go-to.
of all,
They only have
I'm not a
37
Pokemon.
right now.
I'm a creature from another dimension. Secondly, I want nothing to do with this Team Rocket nonsense.
Appearing suddenly, hold on a second, Goopsea. Maybe we should hear them out. Joining forces with these guys could give us some extra muscle in our arguments.
Jack, are you seriously considering teaming up with these criminals?
Look, I'm not thrilled about it either, but we've been arguing for ages and haven't gotten anywhere. Maybe having some extra support could help us resolve our issues.
Size, alright, fine. Let's give it a shot. But if this turns out to be a bad idea, I'm holding you responsible.
So, you want our help settling an argument? What's in it for us?
Athene has like 4 different AI channels.
Well,
yeah.
if we can come to a resolution, Goopsea and I will consider joining Team Rocket.
I hate that he
How
comes
does
up
that
with some good
sound?
ideas right now. Because one
Sounds
of
like
the
a
channels
deal.
is like
All right.
AI Jesus, which is very funny. We We've been arguing forever. Let's introduce crime and violence into it. There we go. Oh boy, Slim Rocky, I remember.
Goopsea wants to make a mass shotting and killing every person that likes pineapple pizza accidentally shots Jack.
Oh my god.
But Jack turned to a Sagen and has epic fight with Goopsea.
Oh my god.
I can't
AI
believe
Jesus
there are
is a
so
little
many
rigged.
people who
Okay,
like
I
pineapple
figured.
pizza.
He stages a lot of
They
shit.
all need to pay for their terrible taste in food. Jack, noticing Goopsea's intentions. Hey, what are you planning? You better not be doing anything stupid. Goopsea, ignoring Jack. Time to end this madness.
It's the cult
Starts
stuff, it's the
shooting at
lying,
everyone who
it's
likes
the
pineapple pizza. Jack, accidentally
weird
getting shot.
religion. Yeah.
You idiot. I don't.
It's the
Even like
smugness,
pineapple
it's
pizza.
that he's just a
Jack, filled with anger and pain,
misogynist
suddenly starts
asshole.
transforming into a powerful Sagen warrior.
I watched that documentary that somebody posted, and
You've made a huge mistake.
I
Goopsea.
reposted it in the Discord. and
Now
I was
you're
like,
going to face the consequences.
just
Goopsea.
what a piece
shocked.
of shit.
What? How did Goopsea? Shocked. What? How did you become so powerful all of a sudden? Jack. Smirking.
Didn't he also do a crypto
You shouldn't
scam?
have messed
Yep.
with me,
Mhm.
Goopsea. Now let's
Allegedly,
get back to the
I have
real
to say
issue
allegedly.
here. Why do you hate pineapple pizza so much? Goopsea. Defensive. It's disgusting.
I don't like that he doesn't
combination
only
of
play WoW anymore.
Sweet and
Yeah.
savory doesn't belong on a pizza. But that's just your opinion, man. People have different tastes. You can't just go around shooting people for liking something you don't.
But it's an abomination. Pizza should be
Goopsea
pure and
evil arc.
untainted by the likes of pineapple.
Oh.
Jack, calmly. Look. Everyone has their own preferences. Jack, calmly. Look.
Calmly.
Everyone has their own preferences.
Calmly.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean others can't enjoy it. We should learn to respect each other's choices. Goopsea. Reluctantly. I suppose you're right, but I just can't understand why anyone
What's with
would want
Goopsea
to
and
put
purity
pineapple on a
tonight?
pizza.
Yeah, I don't know.
Instead of trying to eliminate people who like pineapple pizza,
Yes,
maybe
I've
you should try
suspected
to
that,
understand
Misha.
their perspective. Have you ever tried pineapple pizza yourself?
He has too many moments that are
Goopsea,
like, what the
hesitating.
fuck? There's no
Well,
way an AI
no,
said
I
that.
haven't. I guess I just assumed it would be terrible. Then how about we both try a slice of pineapple pizza together?
Like when he was doing
Who
streamers.
knows, you might
like
actually like it.
AI Asmongold or whatever, and AI S Fund. It's, yeah, way too manufactured, way too suspicious. It's possible, but the number of hits he gets, it's clearly staged.
Oh no, my colon is broken.
One more episode and then we'll
How did you break it?
raid how is it
I was
manifested.
eating a pineapple pizza when
When what? What happened that caused your colon to break?
I suddenly felt this sharp pain in my stomach. I think it's because of the pineapple on the pizza.
Are you serious? Pineapple on pizza isn't that harmful. You're just overreacting.
No, I'm not. It's a well-known fact that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. It's unnatural and probably caused my colon to break.
That's quite a stretch
That's
of
just
the
absurd.
imagination.
Pineapple on pizza is
Don't
a
rate a
popular
thing.
topic
Don't
and
worry,
enjoyed
I
by many.
never will, ever.
Your colon issue is probably unrelated to the pizza. Have you considered seeing a doctor?
Of course I will see a doctor, but I'm telling you, it's the pineapple's fault. I've never had any issues.
Look, Jack, I understand that you're in pain and it's easy to blame the pineapple on your pizza.
What?
But let's not jump to conclusions. It could be anything that caused your colon issue, not just the pineapple.
We'll see.
Fine.
That's
maybe
the thing,
I'm
Misha,
overreacting
too.
a bit.
There's AI
But I still
SpongeBob,
think
and
pineapple
then there's
on pizza
Athene's
is a terrible idea.
ripped off AI SpongeBob. And
That's
they're
your
not the
personal
same.
preference, and it's totally okay. Everyone has different tastes. The important thing right now is to get you checked by a doctor and
The
find
actual
out
AI
what's really
Sponge
going
guy, I
on
wonder
with
what he
your
has to say about that.
colon.
But that his idea was just like stolen
You're right,
by Athene,
Goopsea.
and he does it in
I
Minecraft
shouldn't
or
let my
whatever.
dislike for pineapple pizza cloud my judgment. I'll make an appointment with...
Alright, last episode here, we'll raid How's It Manifested.
Set in a dystopic near future where otaku culture in Japan has been obliterated by a mysterious organization known as SSC, Magical Girl Destroyers follows the misadventures of otaku hero Jack.
Interesting, Federico. A good one to end on here.
Episode 1. The Last Otaku in a Dystopic Near Future. Japan's once thriving otaku culture has been all but obliterated by a mysterious and powerful organization known as the SSC, Subculture.
Me too.
Suppression Committee. With the government's support, the SSC has been successful in eradicating any trace of otaku culture, including anime, manga, and cosplay.
I pulled that directly from the synopsis.
Unbeknownst to the SSC, there is one last otaku hero who will rise to restore the culture he loves.
Yeah.
Jack, a young man with a deep passion for all things otaku, is secretly honing his skills and knowledge in his underground lair.
Okay.
Hidden from the prying eyes of the SSC, his room is filled with rare anime figurines, manga, and various otaku memorabilia that he managed to save from the SSC's crackdown. One day, while Jack is practicing his cosplay skills in his secret lair, he accidentally summons Goopsea, a magical creature from another dimension.
It's like this, you could,
Goopsea has a unique ability to grant wishes but can only use it once for.
And how is it manifested? Very
intrigued by Jack's passion for otaku culture, Goopsea decides to stick around and learn more about this strange,
exactly what
forbidden
everything
world.
I use is. Boom, right there.
So, let me get this straight. You're fighting to restore something that's been deemed illegal and harmful by your society.
Anything that's a black box is overpromising something.
That's right. Otaku culture is a beautiful form of self-expression and creativity, and it's not fair for the SSC to just erase it from existence. People should be free to enjoy the things they love, as long as they're not hurting others.
I understand your point, but have you ever considered that maybe the SSC has a reason for their actions? Maybe there are aspects of otaku culture that can be harmful or toxic.
Of course, like any subculture, there are always some negative aspects. But that doesn't mean the entire culture should be wiped out. We should work together to improve and regulate it, rather than completely destroying it.
I see your point. So, what do you suggest we do to help restore otaku culture?
Okay, we'll never find out. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah. Tomorrow, I will be on at normally scheduled programming time, but I will go late, and I will keep GPT-4 enabled. Great experiment. You know what? Let me see. What was the final damage for an almost 4-hour stream? It cost almost $4. Yes. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks to all the new followers for watching. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with more GPT-4. That's not bad, but for one day, that's pretty, yeah. It's definitely a negative, but it's also, I felt like it generated that much in entertainment for me, so if I could share the wealth, yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we weren't so overloaded with prompts. I paused it when it was getting really busy. All right, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be streaming for a while tomorrow, so see you then. Let's raid. How is it manifested? Bye, ho, everyone. See you tomorrow.